Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn live stream here on twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn. Hello, Insights and Noah and Prosecutor Walton. I saw hologram 1, but then I had to refresh the chat, so I don't know. Test failed. Test has been failed, says Cryogeist. Cryogeist. What's the zeitgeist? No, it's frozen. It's a cryogeist. Prosecutor Walton says, if the vote, I presume you're talking about the vote, the poll, have you seen my poll? If it's for another stream further down the line, maybe ask on the actual day? Yes, Prosecutor Walton, because that's the best form of democracy, isn't it? Quite a fan of the American Senate, aren't we? Yes, we'll have the vote at midnight, 3 minutes before it has to pass, and give no one a chance to say anything about it. Yes, that's... So I have a poll, is what we're getting around to there. I've had it for years, but I've just decided to share it with you today. Greetings, Twitch stupid name. Twitch stupid name. Oh, I like that, Twitch's stupid name. Democracy! I am the Senate, says Noah Craw. Yeah, exactly. If you're a fan of democracy, then let me introduce you to the way that it functions. I post a thing in chat, link, like that, and then you click it and go there and then you vote, and then at some date in future, I probably still do whatever the hell I want to. No, I've stacked the deck. These are the things that I already like to do. These are games that I already know that I enjoy playing, that we've had fun with before, except for the wet sprocket at the bottom. I don't know what that's about. But other than that, so so I'm interested to see, what y'all would be interested in the doing of. So grab that link, strawpoll.me/1889283675309, and we'll find out, okay? So right now, Kerbal Space Program is in the lead with a 15%, 23 votes. And then Speedrun That Clustertruck with 18 votes, tied neck and neck with XCOM with 18 votes as well. However, Factorian O is bringing it around. It's coming in from the side. It's Hoof-Hearted for the win. Hoof-Hearted, coming around the backstretch. Today, we're going to Clustertruck. Thank you, by the way, for the lovely music. We're going to Clustertruck, one of the reasons being that there's new world records, people. There's been... Snakeathon now has officially a 23-minute, 2-second time in Clustertruck, and that is 2 minutes and 2 seconds faster than my current PB. We are losing ranks, we're falling behind everybody else, because I only play on the live streams, and I've been very busy. I've been very busy on my latest film project that we've been working on for the past year, which is why we didn't have a live stream yesterday. Usually we have them on Sundays at 4 p.m. Today we're having one around 4 p.m.-ish on a Monday because I want to play some Clustertruck, and this is just what we do. And because the work that we've been doing on this short film that we've been working on for a year is so close to done that I feel comfortable doing a live stream instead of finishing it today, because there is always tomorrow and the day after that. It feels so good to have worked on something this long that has this much detail and subtlety, and so much has gone into this, and to be ostensibly done with it. Like yesterday, I got to a certain point and I went, oh my god, it's done. And I knew it wasn't done, because it's never done, but it's like, it was the moment at which you could say, it's done! And it feels really, really, really good. Short film by me and Brandon Fry. There's going to be a premiere event at the Royal Oak Main Art Theater this Wednesday, I believe 7 p.m. So we won't be doing a Harvin Pawn show so that I can be there, and also in case there are any last-minute things for me to touch up. But yeah, it's going to be shown on a big screen at a, proper theater, the Royal Oak Main Art, too. I think it's the Royal Oak Main Art. It's the Main Art Theater, anyway. I should probably know where I'm supposed to be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. It'll figure itself out. But, yeah. The amount of things that have gone into this, and it's just a 14-minute, short film, but the amount of it's been arduous and tedious and incredibly rewarding and satisfying, and all of the work that's gone into it. Yesterday, one of the things that I did, in addition to remixing all of the audio that goes into this thing for film, because it's going to be in a proper theater, and film mixing is very different from like YouTube mixing or TV mixing. In addition to that, I did like I did some George Lucas shit. Lucasfilms. I took cast members or crew members rather, out of the background of a couple of shots where they had drifted in that they shouldn't have been in. Digitally restored and enhanced. This is pod racing. You're going to love it. I need to go over here for a second. Eat. I yeeted the green screen. Okay. Hey, what's up, man? Says Joel Seffer. We're going to run some Clustertruck, but I'm just ing about my film, my short film that we've been working on for so friggin' long. Noah says, Ronan Pawn, I will give you money for XCOM. I'll get you a tenner for XCOM. Oh, to play XCOM. Right, I was going to say, I already own XCOM. You may know that. People vote XCOM. Noah is pushing XCOM. Noah wants everybody to want the XCOM. Hello, Harlequin. Harlequin. Shall we have a romance? You always have to stream just as I'm going to work. Well, have fun, Pawn. I'll see your Sub-25 later. Thank you for stopping in, Harlequin. Chris52, stop being busy and get busy. That's basically what I'm... It's going to be so nice that I can get busy on anything else, you know? I can get busy on something other than this. I'm impressed that KSP has so many votes without my intervention, says Pi. I don't think that your intervention would help. Just kidding, Jim. Ronan Pawn, I'll buy you Noita if you actually play the thing. I can promise nothing. Oh. I can promise nothing, but you know, part of the like conversation around this poll, and again, do I still have the poll like Control-C, Control-V? I do. Here's the poll again, if you're just showing up. Vote in that poll. There's a lot of questions around what we would do exactly. You know, if we did XCOM, do we XCOM Long War? Because you know I'm never going to finish that. You kidding me? Or do we do XCOM Enemy Within or XCOM Enemy Unknown? I think I played all the way through Enemy Unknown, but I'm not sure if I ever played Enemy Within, like in the normal mode all the way to the end. And then if we KSP, you know, do we career mode? Do we science mode? Do we just go in and be creative? I'm more of a fan of like a career mode, science mode kind of a thing, so probably one of those two. But there's all kinds of things to talk about there too. Noah wants Long War. Long War is so much better for the live streams, even though it never gets done. It never finishes and we eventually crash and burn. But it's so much better because you start out with so many soldiers, you have so many options. I can name so many people from chat as the soldiers, and then we can all either rejoice or lament when they die, depending on how we feel about that person. Rachmaninoff says, I would vote, but I'm only here a second. Okay, Rachmaninoff, well, rock the Maninoff. Yeah, vote for it at some time later. Also, if you were a subscriber on Twitch, you should have gotten an email from me, because Twitch allows me to do that, which is completely irresponsible of Twitch. Also linking to the vote, because I really want to see, you know, what you guys are into. Noah's still shouting about XCOM like a spoiled child, didn't get what he wanted. Well, but, you know, it may be we could do that. This is how democracy works, Jim. You shout loudly and try and convince other people to vote. You don't just have a vote 3 minutes before the end of the fiscal year. Although that seems to be what the US government thinks. Insights cheering 100. First bits of the week. First stream of the week, first bits of the week. Thank you, Insights. Let's get in here and let's play some Clustertruck. So step one, as always, go to 910, load it up, because it will take a minute to load it up. Once it's been preloaded, it's a good. Also, should we do the thing? Let's do the thing. So we'll start up and, oh, well, that's not, you don't have to, all right, so we'll go back out, forget the timer, go to the abilities, we'll do the infinite rotating grappling glitch, the RGG. So give me the grappling hook, and then back in to the world, and then we focus on something we can grapple to, pause it, go back to the main menu, to the abilities, turn it off, and then come back in, reset the timer, and are we good? Yes, we have the infinitely rotating grappling glitch in the middle of the screen, which is good for verifying that nobody's a cheater. Who remembers when Mondays were a regular thing, says Prosecutor Walton. Yeah, we used to do, like, was it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday? Was it something like that at one point? Rock the Mononov says, I didn't get the email. Weird. check your spam folder. I don't know. But also, I didn't get the email for like 5 or 6 minutes after I sent it, and then it sent it to me because someone gave me a subscription to myself. No, because I'm the streamer. I get a subscription to myself. But it took a while, so it might be... There's 600 and some subscribers that it has to email out to, so it could take a second. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Oh my god, were we doing that at one point? Maybe we can get back to that. We'll see. Okay, so we start out really crappy here. Gonna have to get warm, but we will be running today for the Sub-25. I need to be competitive in, on the leaderboards. I've dropped to 6th place in the friggin' leaderboards. This cannot stand. This cannot stand. I need at least 5th. I really want my 4th place back, which would mean I'd have to beat HTDN with a 24:30 second, I believe, 24-minute 30-second time, which is doable. It's absolutely doable. It just comes down to, a bit of luck for me. Some skill, but a bit of luck, mainly. Pawn's little brag there, making bank. What? Oh, for 600 and some? That's 600 and some subscribers. Is that... It was a humble brag. Okay, that was awful. But I was reading chat, so it was actually pretty impressive. You can read chat and do that level at the same time. Missed this one. Set up for the little rub. It's a guarantee. It's a backup to get us in case things don't go well. 1-7 now. Get low, get fast. Didn't make it, so we're screwed. Yeah! I could stay up. Alright, 1-8. Little pop, little pop, little pop. Lots of speed. Big pop. Wasn't gonna make it. Was not... Alright. Messed all that up. Maybe he can afford to spend a week on some beach now, staring at ass. I was actually thinking, and the answer is almost certainly no, but for the first time in years, it occurred to me that once long ago, when I was still capable of working full-time, I was making enough money that I decided one year I'm going to take my mom on a vacation. She hasn't, been on a vacation for a good long time. It was winter in Michigan. It sucks. I think it was February. And I thought, can I take my mom somewhere on a vacay? And we ended up going to Puerto Rico. I was able to afford to take us back when I was working. And it was just so good because I've got the myalgic encephalomyelitis, right? She's got the Sjogren's syndromes, and I'm of the mind that they're basically the same disease under different names but that they have the same root genetic cause and everything, because science doesn't know, medicine doesn't give a crap. These are both routinely women's diseases that I have, so check out my estrogen, baby. For my mom, Sjogren's syndrome is a primarily women's disease, and ME is like 80 to 85%, I think, are women. So because, it's a women's disease, doctors don't actually care, and have been writing it off for what I believe is thousands of years as hysteria, Just women being hysterical. The earliest form of treatment that I believe is recorded for ME is get married and have babies. So, not a lot has changed in the past 1,000 years. There's been just a criminal lack of research when so many other things, get so much funding, and my god, the number of regrow your hair solutions that are on the market and dick straightening tools that you can acquire. But yeah, so basically science knows nothing about it until a couple of years ago. They were saying that that it's psychological, it's all in your head, and that what you need is like graded exercise and maybe some antidepressant medication. And only in like the past 4 or 5 years has the research actually been done to confirm, yeah, no, we can actually detect this in your blood, in other places. So there are tests coming out. They haven't really filtered down to, medical practitioners in the field, but the researchers have found ways of verifying and confirming, yeah, we can actually test the efficacy or the efficiency of your red blood cells. I think it's the red blood cells at, pumping out energy when you need it. And someone who has ME, come on, their blood cells are capable of putting about like 150% out in a high stress situation, the average human being is like 250%. So you have a 150% lack of, your abilities, your body's ability to generate energy that you need in a crisis, and that translates also to just how much energy your red blood cells put out on a regular basis. So, it took them this long just to decide that, oh, it actually is a disease and a condition, a genetic thing, and that kind of a deal. Oh, shit. Yep. I wasn't going fast enough yet again. But so she has Sjogren's syndrome, which is basically what I've got, but a little bit worse, is how I would describe it. Come on, baby! Fuck. God, I'm messing that one up over and over again. So yeah, it would be great. She's housebound, mostly housebound, similar to myself. So it would be great to get her out to go on a vacation, and I was thinking, holy crap, with the money that came in, maybe. Not really. Not really. Like what it is when you're poor, you get used to being poor, and then when you've got some money, you've got bills to pay, and I still owe myself $3,000 to be put back on my credit cards for buying this house to restore it, on 6 Mile for $2,500 and stuff like that. But I'm set for winter. You guys totally answered my holy crap, am I gonna have to sell this house? What am I gonna do? With your support. But then, you get up to the next point on the economic scale and ask yourself, okay, but what's life like for other people? They get to go on vacations and shit, Might go out to eat just because they feel like it, Because it's not a big deal, it's not gonna ruin their portfolio or make a choice. It's like, holy shit, and then you start thinking about that, they start feeling guilty about the fact that there are other people out there who have significantly less, and how much is too much, and then you turn into a socialist. I mean, I am a socialist, so there you go. But yeah, whenever I start thinking about my finances, or really anybody's finances, it does ultimately come up, for me, oh, you're gonna go? Yeah! No! Fuck. It does ultimately come up for me, how much is too much? Or how much too much is enough? Because, we live in a world where there are definitely people out there in certain places who are making decisions of whether to feed the kids tonight or whether to feed themselves tonight, and that is a legitimate, question, because they, being the person who can bring back food the next day and be the breadwinner and bring back money, if you're just always feeding the kids first, eventually the kids aren't going to have a you to feed them. So we live in a world where that's a thing that goes on en masse, and then we also live in a world where some people just have all of the money. Where some people just get a craving for, there's a baguette, man, they made the best baguettes at that little place in France when I was on, you know what? Get the private jet fueled up, I'm gonna have lunch in France today. We live in that world too, and so the question becomes, is there a line that we can all agree on just out of common decency and morality? Is there a line that can be drawn anywhere in the sand to say, too much is enough, Not to say that, we should all suffer because some suffer, but to say, how many billions are too many billions for one man to have? Well, so many others starve, that kind of. Just eat the kids. That's a good idea. You're thinking outside the box. What my parents called low points were really just the same as always, but with a slightly grim mood. So, middle-classdom. I could never get used to being poor. It's just not an option for me. Me not having money means someone somewhere owes me. I mean, former monk vows of poverty stuff. I have pretty severe, extreme positions on economic policy, but at the end of the day, I do wonder, is there not, an agreement we can all make? Even the billionaires should be able to have some sort of morality about, okay, yeah, I guess 2 billion in personal wealth is enough, and everything past that, maybe we just put it back in the pool so that people can, I don't know, eat, be clothed, have shelter. Isn't there? Surely there's something. There's a number, right? No? Isn't there? No? You know, I know that there's not, because I know that there's certain, is it libertarian? You know, kind of views about just like, no, the whole concept is that you can make as much money as you can possibly make, which drives the economy because people are, you know, trying out there to get as much money as you can make, and if you mess with that, then how will anything function as society breaks down? It's like, well, yeah, but if, like, you're not inspired by the possibility of making 2 billion and being limited at exclusively 2 billion, I don't know that, you know, a trillion was going to, like, there's gotta be... The economy does not break down when you can't make $1 trillion, is what I'm gonna say to you right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and come out, put my hat in the political arena, and say what you know, nobody thinks is true. That, you know, if everyone could still make a ridiculous amount of money where you should still kind of feel guilty about it, but there was an upper limit, at which point anything beyond that just got shit. Fuck. Just got put back into the hat for the greater good, the world of society, of people who are, you know, at the bottom of this pyramid. Surely we can pull up a number, can't we? We can come up with something. Hit. There we go. Pop through up to here. We stop, wait for them to clap together. Just a little extra 200 millisecond delay so I can come out to here, hit this at just the time I want to. This could be a low 11 second clear. 11.2. You know, there is a 10 and some second clear through there. When I can get it, it's lovely. Come on. Come on, yes! I set up for a little bit of a rocket ship there because I was going slow, so go ahead and do the space shuttle technique. And finally, Jesus Christ. 2-4, 2-5 now. Into Forest World, caught an edge. It's gonna slow me down, throw me out of sequence a bit. I'm okay. Okay, there's no trucks ahead though. So from here, I'm gonna push hard, get out, come back in. Almost die, but just barely catch the goal plane. That's the plan. Okay, now up to you. Wait just a second, go across, carry your speed and in. I messed that up. I lost all of 0.2 of a second there. Reset, time to reset. Oh, okay. Sure, and in. Yep. Now 2.8. We can rely on some things here. I'm just gonna go for the ghost pops. When you start chaining ghost pops together, they get really, really fast, son of a bitch. Alright, we're gonna go to the side, take a kick from you, and then try and chain the ghost pops to go really, really fast. Up to the front. And in! Yes, I have enough to make it. Now 2.9, pop, little pop, off the side, back left, catch the top of that one, run hard, run hard, run hard. No boulders to worry about. To you. Ah, just barely caught that mega jump. Now, what are you doing? I don't know, I forgot how to do this. Like that. Lean back. Big mega jump sends me all the way up the hill. And then I die immediately. I tried to rush it because we got like the biggest mega jump you ever get, so might as well go for that. Alright. Short, land it, nose up. To you. Whoa! Hey! And we're in. And we're in. Remember, our reds are like... There is a point at which the reds are too much to overcome, but not yet. My god, not yet. There's a bad 3-1 open. Slow methodology. 3-2, we're gonna go for the mega jump. Oh my god, that was again a last second mega jump. Like, really shouldn't have been able to get that. But came out with a 9-2. Brilliant. I caught an edge. Can I still get out here? Yeah, I can. I'm good. Jesus. Jesus. For the 9.8. 3-4, we're gonna set up on the front trucks. And then go. And we're gonna catch this sliding ice pillar and turn the corner by bouncing our face off it. Like that. Into the goal. First try every time. Oh! First try every time. I mean, first time every try. 3-7 now. This is the one Trixie's got a really good, really fast method for. that whenever I go for it, it just ends up getting me killed, so F it, F it, F it. We're close enough I can go to the goal. 3-8. We want another mega jump if we can get it. I got it. No, I didn't. Oh, almost had it. Just slightly not enough. Also not enough. Come on. Yes! Managed to squeeze it through. 3-9 now. Lots of little pops. And then into here. Whoa! Almost got myself killed there, coming down a little bit short. Came out with an 11-7 though, so good time. Now, 3-10. Out, back. Oh, okay. Fuck! That never happens. Uh-huh. This is more what you're going for. Is it, though? Okay. And out, and in. What are we doing on those times? Oh, we've lost quite a bit. But again, our time losses are distributed in such a way that something in the other, and they can be pulled back. A lot can be pulled back on, you know, coming through certain levels good and fast. So 1 short, 2 short, 1 long, 2 long, 1 short. Oh, for the 12-7! That is how you do that one. Holy crap, that's about as fast as you can go on that. That might be IL gold, I don't really know. Ho, pay attention. Whew, I get tilted by success, man. I'm so busy celebrating that I did so good. Fuck. The next level I don't do very well. Okay. Whew. Nice little set down and just calm her down, walk her in. What we want to keep our eye on is the purple time. It tells us how fast it's still possible to run. Good. No, less good. Okay, yeah. Didn't manage to bring through with my nice movement, but we're out alive anyway. 4-7. So rub there, get back down, don't hit the lasers, look ahead. It's like you're okay. Woo! Boy. I'm just gonna wait you out, take a little pop to make sure I get over that laser, and then through there. 4-8. Remember, you gotta pull back a little bit, like here, in order to make sure you get over that one. And then you get the perfect timing to just go it through here and in. Now 4-9, up to the 4th truck and stop. 2, 3, 4, take the jump, stop, and then just go when you feel it. When you feel it in your cockles that it's time to go, you go. 4-10, I got the speed. Ah, I didn't get the jump. Yeah, it's fine. Fine, we got a good backup. We got a good backup, just not the ideal. Now, RNG world. Fuck. I was gonna be dead there. Might as well stop it before I am. Oh, I'm gonna end up dead here again. Slow it down so that you can walk it in and not take another death. 5-2. Go on my safety method. Which is still incredibly fast when I do it right for an 8-7. 5-3. Good. Out this side and then back. Alright, it's fine. Not fast, but it's alive. 5-4 now, poppers. Yeah, those poppers pop, is what they do. That's what they like to do. Who's still alive? Who's still alive? Okay. 5-5, we need a mega jump right here. Okay, didn't get a mega jump. Alright, that's fine, it's a quick death. Come on, baby, 1 mega jump for me. There you go. Ooh, 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 ooh. And out. Oh, I love it when that happens. 5-6, did I get enough? Maybe. Nope. Nope, not gonna make it. One more. Got it. Finally nailed it. And almost got myself killed anyway. Look at how much time we've pulled back. Okay, never mind. Shouldn't have looked over at the friggin' splits. Okay, just land back here, and then slowly take a look at what's going on ahead. You look good to this one, and then out. Okay, we want a mega jump again, right past the flamethrower. Didn't get a mega jump. I'm gonna put down. Oh, what a save. Oh, what a save. 5-9. 9 now. Can I get through without getting hit? Yep. Then pop, stop, up and over to you, because that wasn't looking good. The hard turn he was putting in. 5-10 now. Up. Okay. Quick death. Back in. Up. Over. Land second truck back if you have to, and then you can regain your speed and come around the corner nicely. Get down. Popper, 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 pop me, popper. There we go. And we're in, and we're almost on green time again. Okay. The one you don't go for. Don't go for it, Juan. Do not, for the love of God, go for it. Don't even go for the backup. Just walk it in. Walk it in, walk it in, walk it in. Sit up on this one, and then go about here. Back with you guys. Pop, pop. Pop. Now 6-2. Let's see if I can get the big jump, which is right here. Yep. Straight to goal, straight to goal, straight to goal. Nice, that saves us some time. And that takes it all back. Jesus Christ. Hit! Giant mega jump. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. Just forgot what... I forgot everything. I forgot everything that I know about everything. Whoa! Stop. Go. Nope, fucked it up. So we'll wait a little bit longer for the safety of coming in. And then 6-5. Left butt cheek. We're alive. Being alive is good. 6-6. Left butt cheek. Pop, pop, pop. Right over. To the front. Out. Turn around. Feed it in. To the goal. Now we want this little nudge on the left here. Yes, for that extra kick, extra speed, gets us out early and low. And then we just bring it in. For the 10.6, 6-8 now. Tilty world. Again, always trying to figure out why it is we call it Tilty world. So if anybody fucking knows, okay, he was so far ahead, I just shouldn't have gone for him. I should have rode the rear trucks. Pop, pop, pop. No, learned my lesson last time, bitch. Mm-hmm. 6-9. Down in the middle. One more jump and out. To you, apparently. I'm gonna take 2 jumps and out this time. And then 6-10, turn to the left. Feed it in. First time. First time ever try. First time every try. That was first time. I don't know if you noticed or not, that was first time. 7-1, magnet. Pull. Jump. Throw me over everything. Let's try and land this son of a bitch. Whoa. Wait for him to start moving in that direction, then I can take his speed and get to goal. 7-2. Restart it, because that was just a bad opening. And then like that. Okay, how we doing? 20-some seconds over. 26, 27, 28. 7-3 now. We're gonna come up to this truck on the left. We're gonna wait for just a second, and then we're gonna fall. Catch this guy at just the right moment so that I can land this truck. I think that's it. I think run dead right there. What do we got? 23:52? No, I'm just going sub-25 here. That's all I'm going for. So we still got a minute of time loss we can have. Pop, pop, pop. Fuck. Alright, nearly died there. To the outside. 24:06. Okay, reset. Okay, get in front of this missile. And we should be good the rest of the way. Keep some speed. Oh, shit! I'm in. Okay. 7-5. Let's get lucky. That's all we can get here is lucky. We got lucky. Get out to you. To you. To the front truck. Just as it's pulling away. Gonna jump from the middle. Woo! Ha! That is like the scariest friggin' jump in the whole game for me. Maybe. If it isn't that one, it's one that looks a lot like that one. Fuck! It's just, I was too low for everything. After the first jump came in low, I couldn't get back on top of anything. Alright, from you to here. Don't have to rush. We're cycle locked anyway. Go. And out. 24. Alright. 7-7 now. Take the pop, and then an extra little bounce from you. Up and over. I'm gonna go out to the left this time. Just play with my spacebar so that I can have the maximum speed that I can get to make this turn and hit here, and then back on the spacebar so I can float it in. For a 20.8. Yes! Damn good time there. Oh, gold, in fact. Yeah. I'd say a damn good time there. Hop, hop. How you guys doing? Not good. Definitely, yeah, bye. See? See? How are you guys doing? Quit fucking coming for me! I need that in my life. Alright. Last jump. We want this central single truck. This is where we want to land. We can wait for that to happen. And dig into there, get a mega jump that didn't go far enough. Shit. I'm in a horrible place, too. If those trucks catch up and start falling off, they could hit me. Alright, so we didn't save any time there. We lost half a second or so. What are we doing here? I didn't get to him. The truck that was right ahead of me, I liked the look of. Okay, you're on top of another truck. This is the one I want. Now I just gotta stay on top of it while it tries to throw me off. I think the run is dead now. Too many deaths. Because, yeah, it's a friggin' rodeo show at this point. Yeah, we're done. Good run, though. Good warm-up run, I guess we'll call it. And we got some new golds down to 20 minutes, 55 seconds in the sum of best. Ah. All skill, no duck. There was a lot of ducking. There's no reason for any U.S. citizen to be homeless or hungry when the country is so wealthy, says Mystic Earth. Yeah. Yeah. And I'd love to expand that concept. Let's get that working on, home soil here in the U.S., and then let's expand that to the world at large. And that's where the economy breaks down, because the current economy runs on, child labor. JJ Moneytard. No, what? JJ Wondertard. Thank you for the subscription. You were giving me money. And that's all I have on the brain right now, is how much we shouldn't have because others are suffering. You telling me you don't want a truck coming at you at ramming speeds? I mean, sometimes. JJ Wondertard just gifted 5 subs to Noah Dodge. Noah Dodge. Exelbreth instead of Exelberth. What has happened, Exelberth? Qualinator, Scorpier99, and Fluffy Sif. Holy crap, thank you, JJ Wondertard. JJ Wondertard. Heard about you through a YouTube video on that GDQ debacle. Sorry on behalf of humanity. Also, your voice would also be amazing for audiobooks. Oh, thank you, Neotris9. Someday I'll write a book just so that it can be on Audible. I hope things are going better, dude. I saw what happened, and it's unfair. They are going much better. And thank you for the support, JJ Wondertard. JJ. We'll just say JJ. It feels better on my end to just say JJ. And Cheese 282. Those sub-gifts, damn, cheering 100 bits. Thank you, Cheese. Bedtime stories with Paul. And I've told him to do audiobooks before. Well, and I'm a writer. I can write. I just can't finish, you know? But goddamn, my ability to open. Okay, so we gotta keep running. We need the Sub-25. We need the Sub-25, and I just need to play better. I need to be warmed up and not really thinking about the run that much, and then we'll grab a Sub-25, you know? I'm just sitting here talking about the plight of the proletariat, you know, repressed under the bourgeoisie. You know, damn the middle class. Who cares? You know, let us all be poor, but equally so. Pretty sure if you just knock down some of that exorbitant wealth, wow, nice rock catch there, then we could all be like, you know, probably lower middle class, and I mean the entire world, right? Who's the guy who's running for president on the premise of, like, I could get everybody $1,000 a month? Who is it? Who's doing that? Who's the dude, huh? Because I really like that someone's talking about that. That said, every working age American citizen, $1,000 a month would be $200 billion a month, I think. Damn it. If I'm not doing my math, like, upside down and backwards, and that could... Yang! That's right, cheese and geese. Yang, isn't it? It is Yang. So wouldn't that be $200 billion a month for everyone? Like, that would have to be in the budget, $200 billion a month, which is over $2 trillion a year, which would be $2.4 trillion a year, which would be in excess of the current federal budget per year. And the idea is that by taxing, I believe it's got to be like by taxing, you know, interstate sales. So collecting sales tax on Amazon and things like that. It's got to involve that. But you're going to bring in an extra $2.4 trillion a year? No, don't update. Oh shit, did I just update that? I meant to say no. I did. Alright, so delete that. We're gonna have to repopulate that best segment because I accidentally stored that time. Alright, no problem, I'll just put in the fastest one I've ever done right here. I won't, that was slow. But a 6.8. 6.8 to start. Hey Ronan and Chick, can't stay, keep on trucking, says VR Banana. Thank you for stopping by, VR Banana. Yeah, but isn't that about the math on that? Because if you figure, like, working age Americans to be about 200 million, okay? Because we've got a population of 350 million, but a good portion of that is going to be, you know, kids. It's going to be children, it's going to be people just not working age. Which is interesting when you consider how many people we have in prison right now in America. Because when you consider how many people are actually eligible for going to prison, and then you look at how many people we have in prison, it's like an entire % of the population is in prison. You know, an entire % of the adult population. But yeah, it doesn't seem realistic. I love that he's talking about it. I love that the conversation is being opened, that we're talking about the concept of, hey, you know, the world should be a better place, and we have the ability to do that, and we can make sure that there is a minimum quality of living standard, and we can inject money into the, you know, economy as it sits today by making sure that more people have money and enough to survive, and then, you know, as that becomes expendable income, more people are spending money on other things, and it just helps the economy overall. Like, I love that we're having that conversation. I don't think you could actually give... I keep opening this level wrong. Every working, you know, every adult American citizen $1,000 a month from the federal budget, even with, like, added interstate federal tax commerce. I don't know. I haven't looked at the numbers, but, I mean, if you can come up with an extra $2.4 trillion a year, then why haven't we been doing that? Well, because of the rich? Is that what we're saying? 2 days ago, someone saw someone gift an average streamer 1,000 subs. Holy shit. Really? if all the big American companies stop tax evasion, sorry, optimization, it's $2,000 per citizen and their pets. Now, yeah, okay, if we crack down rich tax and stock tax, I think, rich tax could bring in a substantial amount but wouldn't cover it. Most to be gained would be healthcare reforms, is Neotris 9. So would healthcare reform take the shape of, national socialized healthcare, where the federal government can, leverage the fact that we have one complete set of clientele, so you're going to give us the prices that we tell you you're going to give us? Or healthcare reform, like, just being what generally? Because it's got to be that, right? We got to have the single payer. We got to have national socialized healthcare, and I am not afraid of that word because, social means, like, socialism means a system of economy and politics that considers that we live in a society! It considers that, one person having everything deprives everyone else of something, of anything. God damn it, this is a horrible World 1. Oh, because I'm talking. It's because I'm talking. I'm talking politics and stuff. Canadian or Japanese system would be good. Yeah. But yeah, if you started, like, taxing interstate commerce, collecting on a federal, thing, so everything that you order from a place that's in one state and then gets shipped to you and something like that, the increased revenue from sales tax would be huge. Obviously, getting rid of the, creative tax exceptions of corporate entities, giant corporate entities. But... like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. The devil's advocate response to that is, number one, you're not gonna pry, you just can't. Like, it's not gonna happen. You can't pry that power from their hands, because that's what it is money has translated into power, and the power is what allows them to not have to, do what they're supposed to do. I mean, for every person that is a bajillionaire, really, they're not, because most of their, bajillionaires, their money is actually, according to, for tax purposes and things, is like company money. Their assets are company assets. Like, you say, oh, he's got a private jet. Technically, the company has a private jet, and he's the CFO, and so he gets to use the company's private jet whenever the fuck he wants. So yeah, it's his, but that's how he's hidden his, individual personal wealth. Meanwhile, the company hides its wealth, or doesn't hide it, but, in fact, they have to be quite public about it when it comes time for the stockholders meeting. Fuck! God damn it, I keep fucking that one up for stupid reasons. But, they're doing, what is it, the double Irish with cream or something like that? They're, like, their business doesn't actually exist where it exists, and then we're on this island over here, and there's our thing, and if we push it over there first and then over to there, then nobody gets to claim any of the tax dollars and that kind of stuff. What I think would be a good, like, way of making the world a better place while also raising the amount of money that the federal government has for tax purposes would be having as there are sin taxes on tobacco and alcohol for the private consumer, sin taxes for imported goods. So imported goods that like a world agency, or that, a federal government U.S. agency, but world goods that we know to have been produced using labor that either involves children, or that involves an employee base that does not receive the living wage for their nation. Because there's a lot of that going on. Your Nikes and your Adidases, your Reeboks, your Joe Freshes, like all of the big companies that advertise regularly, steadily, that, are just out there, that got sports athlete agents. Like, that was a really, like, bad move. I mean, it worked out. There are positives to it and everything, but morally speaking, who was it? Who was the football player who, just remained seated and then, you know, took a knee and that kind of stuff for the national anthem. And then Nike came along and signed him up to be a spokesman. You know, having a black athlete who's taking a stand against, you know, oppression, racism, unresolved economic issues, sign up to Nike, whose factories are filled with workers who do not receive the living wage for the places that they live, whose supply chain regularly involves child labor and stuff like that. Kind of mixed message. But you know, in the generic public eye it wasn't, so it was just sort of like, yeah, we're support. So it was, but like, if that athlete knew a little bit more about Nike, or just didn't, you know, need the money because he just lost his job, or whatever his decision was, that doesn't really make, I don't think that's a decision that I would have made. Colin Kaepernick, that's it, Frogo Benyan. Frogo Bonanno. One answer, and it rhymes with Momunism. Still not a partner, says 69. According to Twitch's, like, written stuff, it can take up to 7 working days, or around 7, like, business days. So technically, tomorrow will be the day that I would expect to hear about whether or not I'm going to be a partner. And considering the things that I'm saying about, you know, taxing Amazon, Bezos is not going to like that. Hey there, good luck trucking, says Adger. Oh, Adger? How is Adger Pon? Adger Ilabob. Agariobab? I don't know. Keep running. Keep running. But yeah, so the idea of an importation tax, when you bring something into this country to sell, that, you know, we have data to state you don't pay your employees, like, because I'm not against the idea of outsourced labor. You know, the world is a big wide place, everybody needs to work. So I'm not against the idea of outsourced labor. I'm against the idea of outsourcing labor because you've found a country where people will accept being shit upon. And that is basically where all American corporate business does its manufacturing and packaging and quality control now, is just in places where there are so many people and so few jobs that people are so happy to have any kind of an income that they don't pay them the living wage. So yeah, if you're bringing something into this country to sell that's been produced by a workforce like that, sin tax, you know? A literal, moral, like, anti-child labor, anti-oppressed minorities tax. Good thing for just the world in general, you know, because corporations might actually, what you do is you set the taxation. Hang on. Yeah, give me that. You set the taxation at an amount that makes it cheaper for them to actually, you know, pay people what their work is worth in Vietnam and in Malaysia and the places where most of these companies do business. And then, you know, you increase the world. And if they don't, if they choose instead... Oh, that was a good working of that situation. If they choose instead to carry on as they're carrying on, or if they find a clever way to make it tax, you know, cost less for them to keep doing the bad thing, well, then we will be taking quite a bit of your money. So it's good for the American taxpayer, it's good for the world, and it means that we can afford things like taking care of our citizens and populace and not leaving healthcare in the hands of the same people who made it, like, necessary to reform healthcare. Because I was not a fan of Obamacare at all. I was not a fan of that. It felt like a cop-out. It was not enough, you know? We've got real problems, we need real solutions, and you're literally saying we're going to set up a deal where, you know, in exchange of doing a solid for the very people who have made health and human welfare a for-profit industry and have made it necessary that the federal government step in, we're going to make a deal with them. No, you impose regulations on them is what you do. But of course, you know, he couldn't have gotten that passed through an American Congress. So I understand why it was there. I just felt like it would have been better. I can't make it. I can't make it. Why did I go for it? We reset. We reset. We're losing too much time early in the game. I felt it would have been better to let things be, you know, get worse than to, you know, put in such a half-hearted, medium-term, not useful solution. You know, like, let the fucking political pressure rise to the point where we can do something that's actually of benefit to, you know, not just the people living today, but to our children and our children's children and our children's children's children. Because now that, you know, Obamacare stepped in, like, the pressure release valve was turned in such a way that you know, you just don't have the political capital anymore, and you're not going to see it again for, you know, possibly another 50 years or more, where someone can actually step in America and say, yeah, no, what if, when you're sick or injured or ill, the people who've dedicated their lives to caring for other people who are sick or injured or ill just do that and then get paid a reasonable amount of money so that they can continue doing that? How about that for a system, instead of making you know, a health insurance system where the people who are managing the pile of money, which is all health insurance really is, when you get down to it, it can be simplified to everybody in town, in a community, in a country, in an area, throws a portion of their money into a great big pile. And then, when one of them gets sick, there's a pile of money that you can grab from, and boom, you know, you're taken care of instead of dying and suffering and that kind of a thing. That's all that it really comes down to at the end of the day. Very simple concept. So, when you put people in charge of the big pile of money, who the only way that they make money is at the end of the year to take some of the money off of the big pile, when their only way of profiting in this system, fuck! I needed to make that last jump if I was gonna get a good time, and there just wasn't a jump to be made. You know, that's putting the thieves in control of the bank vault, is what it is. It makes absolutely no sense. There is no reasonable justification for the idea of a private, for-profit health insurer. Like, it shouldn't even be allowed. If it's one shade above, it's just one shade above a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. You know, the money that they make comes exclusively from money that's supposed to be to help people. And their goal as a private for-profit industry is to make as much money as possible, so their goal is to steal as much money from the health payer group as they possibly can by denying claims and, you know, disapproving people of procedures and medications that they need. That's a scam. That's not a business. If there is, you know, a non-federal, non-governmental health insurer that exists, it has to be not-for-profit. I mean, that has to be the bare-bones level of standards for a health insurer, and yet it's not under American law. You can absolutely be for-profit and have shareholders and stocks and shit, and be a health insurer, at least as far as I'm aware. At least as far as I'm aware, and that makes no sense. It's a scam. The people who are making the money have the incentive to take the money from the people who need the money. It's just a guy on the street selling you a Rolex. It's not a Rolex. It's not healthcare. It's a scam, sir. Please, don't buy that. It's not gold. It's yellow. It's just yellow. They just painted it yellow. Not a gold watch. It's a Casio, my friend. That is... Yeah. Oh, that could have been so good. It's still pretty good. It's still pretty damn good. We've had really good time through World 1 in general. Until now. Yeah, that was really good time out... Okay. That's how I like to... Yep. Alright. Can I get out here? Because that was a weird opening pop. Okay. Yep. Go straight at it. And straight in. That actually... pretty fast because of the delay was just in the right way. I see the giant blocks of text, and I really want to find out what you guys are saying about my, you know, socialist views on healthcare. It's always a fun discussion. Also, ooh, another fun discussion. Who here wants to talk about abortion? Let's talk about our economic policies and socialism and, what else we got here? The death penalty. We get a little bit more political on this, you know, gaming lives. Fuck! I was waiting until the last second because I was going to be too far away from getting into the goal. I thought I had enough room. Turns out I didn't. Come on now, just let me through. You pay attention, pawn. Fuck. It ate a jump. Alright, we're in. Jesus Christ, thank you for the bits. Whomever did give them. I'm trying to not lose this run to bullshit 2-4 or whatever that level was. Heh! 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 For a 12-3, that helps pull back something for us. Up to you, over here. Nice little pop, just land it. Go up and over, put my feet down. Honestly, I miss Pawnette, not gonna lie. We all miss Pawnette. She'll be back. She's not good at the commentary, though. She's just... she likes calling everyone a bitch. I mean, I love her for it, but you know. She might be a better speedrunner than me, but she's not a better commentator. How would she have possibly, you know, gotten us off onto federal tax policy, child labor, and national social health care systems while running a speedrun? Like, she just wouldn't, Okay. Nope. I missed that jump a little bit. Can still save time with the mega jump! Whew. Okay, didn't save much time with the mega jump. Can I make it? I can't. But I stayed alive, which is kind of incredible in and of itself there. Come on, yes. Get your nose up. Get your feet down so I can take it a goal. Alright, 1 pass, 210. Now don't mess this up, Pawn. You know how to do this, you know how to do it well. Fuck! I couldn't see the ground, so I was like a frame late on actually jumping. But that's why I take the truck from back there, is because I know that guy's likely to explode. So it wasn't the explosion that killed me, it was the smoke. It wasn't the fall, it was the sudden stop. Hit! Okay, I had to take the back up there, I missed the mega jump. Now, 3-3, god damn it. I always want to take the middle truck, and I need to be on the outside one. Rather have a markup than a gun being... okay, hang on. Alright, let's talk gun control, too. Stop. No, I actually am up for talking gun control because I have a very interesting perspective on it. My perspective is, if everybody else will agree, then I'm on board. Damn it! If I can't get the agreement of everybody else, then I'm not on board because I live in Detroit, and I mean on board for, like, you know, just getting the guns off the street. Like, here's my perspective on it. I live in Detroit, the police are not helpful. I have a shotgun, which I bought after the police failed to protect my home for an entire week from a continuous threat that just didn't go away. And it was their fault. It was, objectively speaking, their fault, and if I could have gotten a friggin' lawyer who's willing to sue the city, you guys wouldn't have to be supporting me on Twitch. Because the amount of shit that went wrong in the 11th Precinct Detroit, City of Detroit Police Department, over the course of several weeks that resulted in me buying a shotgun with the intention of killing the man that the police wouldn't do anything about. Fuck! Gotta get through here. I'm not the only one under that situation. Fuck! You know, and Detroit isn't the only city under that situation, where police forces that are underfunded, or we're done, are either underfunded, or are just, like, racist, or are lethargic. They don't actually do their jobs. Like, in the 911 for the city of Detroit just a couple of years ago, and even today it can still happen, you call them up, you might get a busy signal. You get through, you tell them, as I told them when there was someone breaking out the windows of my home, there's a guy here, he was beating, his girlfriend. She came over to my house, asked if I called the police. This is now the 8th time I've called you tonight. It's been an hour and a half. He's come to my house twice. The last time I had to go out and scare him off with a fucking katana, because I took a fake sword out there and just screamed at him and told him to get the fuck out, and that terrified him, so he did walk away. If you guys don't come, something's actually gonna happen here, physical violence more than what's already happened. Like, we need our guns, some of us in certain areas, and it's primarily not like the South. It's primarily not where people say we need our guns for defense against the government. We need our guns for defense against other people because the government doesn't come when we call. So my perspective on gun control is get rid of the Second Amendment. And that's it. That's all I'd change. Just strike out the Second Amendment. Which does not mean that you can't have guns anymore. It means that each state and each community now has the right to vote about guns, and places that have problems with guns can vote to either heavily regulate or out law, or they can vote to do whatever they want to do. Right now, because of the Second Amendment, from coast to coast, legally, if you have a problem with guns in your city, in your county, in your state, you do not have the right to do anything that the federal government doesn't say you have the right to do about it. So you get rid of the Second Amendment, that means that, all the places where hunting and, and just guns in general and stuff, like Texas is not going to vote to get rid of guns after you repeal the Second Amendment. Texas surely probably already has a constitutional amendment in place to say, we keep our guns. If they ever change the Second Amendment, we keep our fucking guns. Like, the places that want guns will get to have guns, and the places that have huge problems with gun violence, like Detroit, where across the Detroit River, there's Windsor, city of Canada. Like, just across this little 1/8 quarter mile wide river, city of Windsor. If they have a gun death in a year, that's amazing. 1 or 2 a year, that's headline news. Detroit has so many gun deaths a night, or gun violence anyway, acts of gun violence a night. Like, they're the filler stories. They're looking for something more interesting to put on the front page. We have a huge problem here. So the inability to do anything about it that's forced on states and communities and cities under the Second Amendment, I say you get rid of that, and then everybody can just do, they can try things. They can experiment. They can try, does this work? Does that not work? This is one of those places where I jump onto the states are the great, what are they? What's the phrase? The states are the great, it's experimentation. They're the speakers of the nation, let people solve their own problems, understanding their own problems because they live there and they experience those problems. I look at the Second Amendment as it stands today as an unrealistic, unreasonable restriction upon the rights of local populace to make decisions about their own safety. So, all right, easiest way for me to check on the things that I missed is to choose 282, those sub-gifts, damn, I read that one. Mosaic Task Force cheered 100 bits. We need nonprofit, Terminator 100 bonus. We need nonprofit repairs. Stop exploiting robots in need of repair. Insights LG cheered 100. Let's not generalize, though. The system is overflooded. Everything has a cause. Them not showing up is not strictly because they don't care. It's not strictly because they don't care, but at this point, I feel it's like their behavior once they got here was that they didn't care. What happens is that you have a police force that starts out, if you start out with a bunch of people who actually give a shit and want to help and do the job and everything, and then they're asked to cover a 120 square mile area when they have the police force for maybe a 50 square mile area, while occasionally being underfunded while the city's going through bankruptcy and shit. The working conditions of an officer on the street become such that you get used to saying, yeah, that's fucked up, but there's so much other fucked up, I'm just gonna keep moving. And then even when times are good, you're still kind of stuck with that mentality. Like, the 11th precinct, if I told you the friggin' story of what happened here, the woman she was bleeding. She had tufts of hair missing from her head. When they finally came out an hour and a half after I'd called, I don't know how many times, and after the guy had come to my door twice. So, it's escalating, come! They still didn't come. Hour and a half later, when they finally came, they ended up cornering him in the house that he and his girlfriend were in the attic, and then he started shouting about, I'll fucking kill one of you, death by cop, suicide by cop, I'll take one of you out as I go. The four or five police agents with guns on their hips and tasers and all kinds of shit decided at the end of the night to just leave him there and leave. Go home. Just move on. Because if they went upstairs, then they would have to, subdue him in a dark attic, like is their job. Or they would have to shoot him if, it got dangerous. They'd have to be prepared to kill him. So they decided that since we're probably just going to end up killing this guy, we should probably just leave, which meant that the guy who had beaten the woman got to keep the house that he had beaten her in, and she had no place to sleep that night, and also the guy who was shouting and threatening police officers and actually throwing glass at them on the ground from the attic. He started throwing bits of glass, broke out a window, and actually attempted, attempted great bodily injury, there's a term for it, against police officers. They left him on my street and went home. Like, if you have to kill him, then you kill him. That's the job. Like, if it's too dangerous and he's a wild animal and you're afraid to turn the corner and you have to shoot him down, that means that if you don't kill him, there's a wild animal, murderous son of a bitch living in my neighborhood that you needed to do something about. They just went home. They just decided it's too dangerous for us, we're going home. Now you can have the danger that you waited an hour and a half for us to show up to do nothing about. And because they did nothing, it was a week long of fucking terrorism on my street that resulted in me having to abandon my house temporarily and then come back with a shotgun ready to murder this man because they couldn't do their jobs. They either refused or when they tried, failed utterly. So there are police agencies and police states and police forces in this country that are not of aid to the civilian population outside of the areas where the civilian population has money, which is what we have in Detroit here. You drive up and down Woodward where the casinos are and that kind of a thing. Oh, you're safe. Oh, you're safe, mostly. You're pretty damn safe up and down Woodward. As soon as you go into the 90th percentile of the city where it's residential, just drugs and guns and, like, I had a drug house on my street for almost 2 years, I want to say, like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. No, it was more. It had to be, because maybe it was 2 years and a little bit, because I noticed that the police were on a schedule. Once every 6 months, they would come and flip the drug house. They'd come in, they'd raid it, look for drugs, try and arrest somebody. I don't think they ever really made an arrest. They just ran in, and so they'd flip the drug house, then they'd leave. 30 minutes later, the drug house would be back in business, people would be walking up, they'd still be selling. They did it on schedule, once every 6 months. So the police department knew it's a drug house, knew exactly where it was, and in order to do the minimum necessary to look like they actually do anything, they put it okay, and just schedule that. So 6 months from now, don't forget to raid that house again, and then that way we can at least say we're doing something. Even though they also know that the moment that they raid the house, as soon as they leave, the drug house opens right back up. We have in this city a private company that you can call to report drug trafficking and stuff like that and crime, because we don't trust the police, because we have good reason not to trust the police. We assume that there are people in the police force that are on the payroll of various drug dealing organizations that just make sense based on both their behavior and the economy around here and everything. So there is a private institution who you call and tell what's going on, and then that private institution calls the police and tells the police what you told them. because if you just called the police, you might get the guy who then, tells the drug dealers that you're making trouble for them, and then you're dead. So I have a very interesting perception of gun control issues, because the claims that are made, tend to be made in the South about, we need the right to protect ourselves against the government. Which, by the way, if the government ever decided to come down on you, I don't care what you've got in your shed. They've got Bradley tanks. Waco, one word, Waco. You're not gonna. You might be able to take down one Apache helicopter with an RPG, but they have a lot of Apache helicopters, and they're just going to send more. So whatever you've got, you're not going to fight the government if the government actually turns out you can fight them. You're going to lose, Waco. But, sort of that argument, though, the idea that we need our guns for self-defense, it's actually in the urban inner city where we need our guns for self-defense, because the police aren't doing their jobs. And it's maybe not because they're bad people. It's maybe because they've become bad people by being run down by a system that has, not funded them and asked too much of them and putting their lives on the lines. But regardless of where, how we got there today, if I picked up this phone and called 911 and said, there's someone in my house, I have no expectation that they'd come. Maybe they would, maybe they won't. I cannot rely on them, and no one in this city can. Unless you live downtown, where the money is. We need what? We need Ed. We need RoboCop era future. We need Omnicorp. Was it Omnicorp in RoboCop? We need somebody to manage that. We need the privatization of the thing. God, there were so many big chunks of text that I want to go back to and read, but I need to pee, and we need a live stream break. What you want about private healthcare, say what you want about private healthcare, but they carry all the public sectors of the world on their backs. 75% of drugs from the FDA come from the private sector, and so does 85% of research, or something along those lines. That is to be Addicted Lion, though, that is to be differentiated from health insurance, because health insurance does not produce drugs. Health insurance does not do research. Health insurance just takes your money and then tries to figure out how much of your money it can keep by depriving other people who need it from getting it. So, it's a completely different, there's a whole nother debate that absolutely can be had around private drug manufacturers and private, research and the funding of research by private entities and the things they're looking for and the things they're not. That is a whole thing. But just to make that distinction, because it's very important that when we say healthcare, health insurance is a scam in and of itself and not really part of healthcare. It's a way for people to take your money that you need for the healthcare. I followed the spreadsheet. What? There's a spreadsheet? What? Who? Addicted Lion, you're acting like it's one man against the entire government, whilst I believe about 40% of the American populace is armed. Oh, you mean if Addicted Lion, if it actually came to, fighting, it's just a ridiculous concept, that, in the modern era that we need, the right to have fully automatic weapons in order to fight the government if the government ever comes for us, because the government will never come for you unless it has the agreement of the military. And if the military is actually coming for you in a significant, substantial way, just if 40% of the country is armed, 40% of the country is armed, 3% of them are ready to use that. 40% of the country might be armed, but they're armed so that in case somebody breaks into their home in the middle of the night, the government decided to descend on them, me with my shotgun. Yeah, I'd probably fight, but a lot of people wouldn't, is what I'm saying. The idea that we could overthrow the government by virtue of force if they had our military on their side. They got bunker busters, man. We're done. You're going to lose that fight. It's ridiculous to justify that we need the Second Amendment for that. It wouldn't work anyway. And in the meantime, what it's doing is depriving a lot of states and a lot of American citizens as voters of like the right to have a say so about how many and what kinds of guns, if any, they want to have in their backyard, given that the entire nation is not one place with a same set of standards and a same set of problems. We need something completely different here in Detroit to resolve our, problems than I don't know, than Walmart needs. Trying to think of somewhere else there are a lot of guns. I understand where you're coming from, but I wouldn't underestimate the populace. I wouldn't underestimate the populace. I just wouldn't underestimate the military. Like, they don't even have to fight. If the military's on board, they don't even have to like get in a place where you can shoot them. They'll just fly plastic drones overhead and fucking drop a missile on you. I mean, you look at what happens in the Middle East, what happens in Baghdad, and just imagine that happening in America if it was full-blown, full-on war between the populace and everything else. We're not winning that. I don't... There's no amount of, like... They would have to legalize you being able to buy an Apache helicopter, and even if they did, you couldn't afford one. So it still doesn't matter. Hashtag vote Pod anymore, says Lewis. Okay, we need a live stream break, and I'm sure I'm driving people away with my politics. So we'll be back with more politics after this live stream break and back with more running of Clustertruck. I need to get serious and, actually run instead of just running as backdrop to my political rants, don't I? It's probably going to be that, though, instead. 7 minutes, take a pee, meet me back here, pawn that out. it in fact takes some people 8 minutes to pee. Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn. I actually, most of the time, I was sitting here trying to pick out the friggin' music. I lost a couple of minutes just like, God damn it, no, that doesn't go. And then did it go anyway after all my work? Welcome back. We're Clustertrucking, but we're also talking, politics, apparently, is just where we seem to have ended up. And we're talking just everything, aren't we? Last is gun control. This is a good thing to do, you know, whole bunch of new people come to your channel. It's like, all right, hey, how's it going? Let's talk about the, you know, hot button topics that'll make you hate me. Because my views are so extreme. You know, what I'm doing is I'm forming I want to talk about Waco because I'm trying to form my own cult here. So the deeper that I can, I may lose the bulk, but the ones that I keep are going to be really devout. Change category to just chatting. I probably just about could, couldn't I? We are cluster trucking. We do want my sub 25 time. The public sector is a big bruh moment. Change my mind. Public sector? I don't know. Hang on. Let me ease back in. I have a solution, says Noah Craw. Hide oil all over the country and the army will wipe anyone away who wants to claim it as their own. Boom, problem solved. Well, you just want... Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's a genocide, Noah. That you're advocating. But yeah, actually, I started, like, during the live stream break, because we were on, you know, we were sort of talking about gun control and the Second Amendment and the idea of, you know, whether or not the populace could really form a force that could reckon with the American military if members of the government actually managed to turn, you know, the military against the public under some ethos. It's not as though it's never happened in other places in the world, so... You know, what I started thinking about was Waco, Texas. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Waco, Texas, because I presume there are some here, especially, you know, European, in Waco, Texas, Waco is the town, there was what they ended up calling a compound, and what the people who lived in the compound called a church, for the new Branch Davidians, I believe it is, Branch Davidians. Branch Davidians, in terms of religion, are an offshoot of Seventh-day Adventism, which I was actually raised as. Now, when I say raised as, I mean, you know, my dad and family Seventh-day Adventist, but to me it just came across as generic Christianity, with the one caveat that we went to church on Saturdays instead of Sundays, because that's what Seventh-day Adventism, it's one of the big things is that, you know, the actual holy day of the Bible is the seventh day, and the seventh day is Saturday, and it was changed by the Catholic Church, and in order to compete with, like, Saturnalia and paganism and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff around Seventh-day Adventism. The other big facet of Seventh-day Adventism is, damn it. Actually, there's two. One, it's very health conscious. It's very, very health conscious. So, like, how you eat and what you eat is a big part of the religion. Hey! I sing Disney. Thank you for the sub. Computer troubling. What? Back to video. Didn't the police set fire to the house to smoke out people? That's, yeah, Mosaic Task Force. That's where we're going with Waco. So yeah, Seventh-day Adventism. The other big facet of Seventh-day Adventism is it's very focused on the end times. The Book of Revelation, the prophecies of Daniel, that kind of a thing, how things are going to be in the times before, you know, before Jesus comes back, and the four horsemen and the apocalypse and all of that. There's a lot of focus in Seventh-day Adventism on those days, and there's a lot of theories, a lot of, you know, a lot of different things go around in Seventh-day Adventism. For example, as someone who's familiar with Seventh-day Adventism, did you know that the Pope, at one point, wore a hat with a Roman inscription on it, and if you added up all of the characters of the Roman inscription that were, you know, X's, I's, L's and stuff, it added up to 666. Did you know that? That the Roman Catholic Pope, at one point, And I mean in recent history, like there's pictures of, you know, popes from 30, 40 years ago or something like that, literally wore 666 on his forehead. So you can see where, you know, you just got a lot of good fodder for conspiracy. You start with the Bible and then you go on. But so, they're very focused on the end time Seventh-day Adventists, and Branch Davidians I know nothing about, but I know that they were very much focused on the end times, and part of their end times revelation interpretation was that at some point here, the governments of the world, and particularly the American government, is going to come for us, and, you know, persecute us as Christians who are upholding the true libbity-blah, flibbity-flu, yada yada yada. So there was a belief that someday the government is going to come for us and they're going to persecute us. And the Branch Davidians had a whole bunch of guns because that was their belief. And it was, you know, Waco, Texas. And so, you know, having a whole bunch of guns was not that out of the ordinary in the first place, especially if you believe religiously in a prophecy that says that the government will someday come to persecute you. So yeah, they had a whole bunch of guns, and the way that I understand the circumstances of Waco is that the ATF basically viewed the Branch Davidians and David Koresh's quote-unquote compound, again, they would have called it a church, as, you know, a cult of David Koresh personality and something that was dangerous, and local law enforcement not real happy about the Branch Davidians being a thing. And so they got themselves a warrant based on, I think, some purchases that the Branch Davidians had made at like a local gun show or something like that, and they said, we have reason to believe that you might have illegal weapons on the premises, and we've gotten a warrant, and we want to come by. And the Branch Davidians said, yeah, okay, come on by, and they scheduled a time for the ATF to come out. Literally, it was a scheduled meeting, like, you guys come out about at this time, and we'll be here, and yeah, we can show you around the place, you can do your inspection, you can walk through, you can look at all our guns, you can tell us whether we bought something that we're not supposed to have, whatever. Scheduled time, ATF showed up at the scheduled time, and then instead of like going to the door and knocking and saying, okay, we're here for the inspection, set up a ladder next to one of the windows and climbed up, and a man in full black tactical camo, not camo, but full black tactical, you know, equipment, kicked in, shit, that could have been good, kicked in the glass window and burst into a room where there were people, and because they have a bunch of guns and they're preparing for the day that, in fact, this happens, there was a gun rack in that room, somebody saw, you know, a government agent in black tactical gear coming through the window, grabbed a gun, and shot him back out that window. And from there began what was, if I recall correctly, a 60-day standoff, over 2 months long standoff, where FBI, ATF, just all kinds of government forces were at the door, outside, along with, you know, just camper vans full of onlookers and press and stuff like that, where, yeah, there was a siege on the compound because the ATF kind of abused their warrant there and abused the cooperativeness of the Branch Davidians and decided to kick their way in. Over the course of that siege, it's over. Over the course of that siege, the Branch Davidians hung like sheets, bed sheets out the window that they'd, you know, like painted on. We want to talk to the media. We want to talk to the FBI. We want to talk. They won't let us talk to anyone. Like, they wanted to speak both to people in charge as well as to the press to let people know what was going on and how this all started. And there was a media blackout at the siege. The, you know, agents of the American government would not allow them to communicate with the public, and for 60 days, everybody just sort of sat there watching the TV. What's going to happen next? And at the end of this 2-month siege, there is video footage of a Bradley tank, a tank that had been equipped to, instead of shooting shells, have a flamethrower. And there is footage of that tank going around the building from behind where the cameras aren't and blasting the building with fire, lighting it on fire with all of the Branch Davidians inside the building, including, as people are always, always point out, which as a man, like, why is it important? The women and the children. What, so I'm an adult man, I don't count? You can kill me, but you can't kill the women and the children? But yeah, it was a church. It wasn't like a fucking militia. I mean, they sold it as a militia, and in fact, in the course of the 2 months that everybody was, watching this thing, various sources in the government and in the media reported that there was suspicion that there was child molestation going on in the compound, that there was drug manufacturing in the basement, that kind of a thing. None of that was ever found to be true. None of the children who survived the government burning them alive came out and said that they'd been molested. I guess it was a pretty good idea to burn the building down, because if they hadn't, then the claims that there was a drug manufacturing facility would have been pretty... You could have proved that, but since they burned it down, all you can do is sort of guess whether or not one of the rooms had a meth lab in it, of the Christian sect here who is very health conscious. Big part of their preaching, Maybe they were also, mething it up, sure, that makes sense. But so basically what it looks like, what I think just by, like, logic and reason, is that the ATF did something really stupid that they shouldn't have done, and then, didn't want to have to answer for it and say, yeah, this is our fault, and, if we have either an injured or a dead, officer on our force, it's because of the way that we handled ourselves and we shouldn't have done that. Sorry. And so instead it turned into this giant, media event that ended ultimately with big governmental forces coming in and saying, we can't have this go on. Like, the impression that's being left that you can just, like, pull yourself up and stand against the might of the American government and American forces. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Alright, it's an 11-0. It was a good time anyway. We can't have that stand. This needs to end. And then somebody, equipped a tank with a flamethrower, and it was over. So it certainly looks like... I wouldn't even say conspiracy. It doesn't seem like a conspiracy. It just seems like the natural ramifications of everything that happened there. People in power didn't want to have to answer for, yeah, we shouldn't have done that. That was a violation of their rights as American citizens. Oh, I got through, and I just reset because I thought I was dead. And it just, kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger until we ended up with what we ended up with, which was a lot of dead human beings that were flamethrowered to death by members of the American armed forces. So yeah, like that was... Now you've got a backstory on Waco. The reason that I kind of brought it up is because when it comes to the idea of the Second Amendment, that, we have the right to maintain, weapons arsenals and our own militias and stuff like that, if there were a full-out, all-on war and it wasn't just like one little branch compound that we're going to, one set of weirdos that we're going to try and make everybody think are even weirder weirdos, and then we can get rid of them because it looks really bad for us right now. If it were a full-on, like, thing that the government were turned against the American people, that the military were, they just would have cut straight to the flamethrower before 60 days had gone on. I just don't have any belief that you can stand against the might of the American military if it comes down in the way that would justify having, full-on arsenals of rocket-propelled grenades and AR-15s and M16s and just, all of the kind of stuff that you can't really say is, it's for hunting, just in case, while I'm hunting, there's some, Islamic terrorist forces hiding in the... Like, you can't really justify that these weapons are for hunting. So you say it's, part of my right as an American citizen to... I just don't see that it's justified, that it makes sense. Oh, he took the flat route out for a 15.3 in modern America. you know, if that war does actually kick off, if there were ever something like that, whoa, what the American people, fuck, are going to have to do is fight a guerrilla warfare that's going to be more about IEDs. I've thought about this stuff, okay? It's not gonna be about having the big guns. Where did he go? He was there, he should have been under me. It's gonna be about having the big guns. It's gonna be about, you know, precision, what they will call terrorist attacks. And also, it's going to be about winning the... And then you eat my fucking jump. Thanks. It's going to be about winning the war in the media, you know. It's not gonna be... You don't push that kind of a thing back by might of force. You push it back by bringing out how horrible it is and how evil it is, you know? The sad thing to say is that most wars of that nature have been won by people just standing up and letting themselves be shot, because it demoralizes the people who have been given the order to do the shooting, and then the military eventually crumbles because they just can't sustain killing innocent people. So the way that you win those wars is literally just standing up and saying, fine, kill me. I have no weapons. I'm not threatening you. Whatever your policies are, whatever it is you're doing, you're wrong, and I'm willing to die for them. Just kill me, and then letting them kill you. Because eventually, that's how it, you know, it collapses from the inside. The military force is demoralized. Rex Gates, enjoy your 43-mile trip. Big guns help dealing with big threats and making impact strikes. Molotov cocktails are all you need for a revolution, baby. I Sing Disney cheered 10 bits. Thank you for that. Vietnam, dude. You know, okay, so if there's Vietnamese, you know, you're out hunting, and then there's, you know, someone who got here from Vietnam, several, and they're still alive somehow, and they think the war is still on, that would be another reason why you'd need the AKs. That's... Producer, Seventh-day Adventists check a lot of boxes on the Byte model for Colts. There's a model for Colts? I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, you know, I was in a monastery for 3 years. Zen monastery probably checks a lot of boxes as well. I was introduced to you from GDQ exposure video. I was amazed. I wanted to follow you as soon as I could. I'm happy to have you, I Sing Disney. I'm just trying to... What's an ATF? Asked Dovidas, and I believe it was answered in chat. The alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Interesting 3 things to put together. Kind of sending the wrong message, aren't you? An anonymous cheerer with the 10 bits, the ghost bits, too. Hang on, let me just swap over here before I continue running and see what Streamlabs says about the many things that I've probably missed. So I Sing Disney with the 10 bits, an anonymous cheer with the 10 bits, I Sing Disney with the sub, and then back to insights. I haven't missed that much, but what I have missed is chat. This game is just not like it's not very good for me being able to look over at chat while I'm speed running it. Scrounger11. Russian U.S. militaries. Do you understand logistics and issues in fighting foreign wars? I don't know. You're probably talking amongst each other because you can't really talk to me, can you? Let's just launch an ICBM and end gun violence, you know? Yeah, that's why my policy is Second Amendment goes away, and then the states can decide, you know, individually whether or not to put a Second Amendment into their own constitutions, and protect that right on a state-by-state scale. And states that are having issues, you know, in certain areas, for example, in Detroit, where the police don't fucking come and you just have to defend yourself, like I did, then, you know, they can make whatever choices they're going to make, because it's going to take experimentation, and each area has different circumstances and different difficulties to face when it comes to, you know, violent crime and gun violence and things like that. And some areas don't have those problems, and, you know, keep your guns. Like, I know of the hunting culture. I've been, you know, a part of going out and just, like, hanging out with people who... I was out once with some friends who, like, for this kid's 12th birthday, he got a .22 caliber rifle. And we all mightily enjoyed shooting that .22 caliber rifle at cans, you know, on the ground in front of the trees. It was... What are you doing? That was not the method. not paying attention. So yeah, like, I just think that everybody needs to have the right to make their own decisions because different areas have different problems, and when it comes to the logic that we need the Second Amendment because all people need to have guns because the federal government and we'd have to fight back against them if things go off the rails, that's not the way that war gets fought if it did go off the rails in the first place, and you wouldn't win it by that. And it just doesn't make sense to think that you can, you know, war against the American military with the BB guns that they let you have. But, you know, what you do in your own state and what your own, you know, communities and what your own voters come up with and decide is appropriate for your area, that's, I'm for that. I'm for that. Allow the people who have the problems to try and solve the problems, and allow the people who don't have the problems to enjoy themselves however they're going to enjoy themselves, and work on it from that level. Nope, just no way through that level. But yeah, in the face of Waco, it's kind of evidence of those people were planning for it, they were ready for it, and then what they believed was going to happen someday actually happened, and end of the day, they just burned them alive. Which, you know, is not something to laugh about, but I did right there. Kind of because you either laugh or cry, so you laugh. Because it's more manly. Dead people who shouldn't have died because people were trying to protect their image of the military. Alright, so that was a good downer. Can we play some Clustertruck now, Pawn? Maybe. Maybe. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I absolutely agree, too, Mystic Earth. Yeah. Like, they were looking for it, they were ready for it, and the fact that they were looking for and ready for it made it happen. But, you know, it was the ATF's fault. Absolutely was the ATF. Fuck! That was good, I was, like, set up for that one, and then it ate the fucking jump! Alright, through the fucking game, Pawn. Play the game, 6.8. We need that Sub-25, you need to be serious. You need to be serious. Pop, that's not gonna go, but we're gonna run on it anyway. We don't need the best time ever through World 1. Just come through it alive, and then come through everything after it alive. Yep, thank you for that. And then, boom. We'll take in a 23-minute time instead. I mean, that's entirely possible. At the level of gameplay that I have right now, that I'm putting in right now, when I'm actually trying. When I'm giving it some amount of my full attention. I could go sub-24. I could go sub-24. I could definitely grab a 2430. I could definitely beat HDDN. And that would get me 4th place, I believe. 6.782. I mean, other than that, it's just a matter of, you know, throwing myself at the game over and over again. And getting lucky enough to come through with some of those big RNG spots. You know, end up working out. I get through with the first pass instead of having to take a death. There's a little bit of an RNG spot. 1-7. Come on. Come on. Nope. See if that little truck bounces up its butt. It's really hard to connect with the trucks that you need to connect to in order to make that come out. So, protect your time, Pawn. Protect your time. Play this. Play this. Safe. Play it like a marathon run. You know? You don't need every little bit of everything that you can get. You just gotta, you know, get everything that you can get out of the spots where it looks like, ooh, I could get that. So, good, good, we're set up for this. Nice little kick from that one. Ooh, good next level throw, too. Okay, into the side of this guy, pops me over, we land here, we go into the right strafe. Come around the corner, do it again. Just about missed that one. Get up and out of the level in a hurry so you're not losing too much time. 14-8, bad next level click. Now into 2-2, set up here. They clap, I go. Into the side, little jump like that. Okay, okay. It's slow, but it's in. And then 2-3. Hop. No. Yes! Okay, we'll go to the front truck and jump in for a nice 10.0. That's good time. Now, here. Prefer safety, Pawn. Safety to speed! Yeah, that was not looking good for me. Safety to speed, so 2-5. Oh, shit! Pooping pooples. Yeah. Okay. Yep. take it a slower route, because you're on a slower route. Hey, hey! We're in 2-5, bad next level click. I'm kind of struggling with my mouse hand right now, at the position that it's in. Alright. Rearrange your mouse hand. 9-7 out of there, also slow. But we're also deathless. Don't say that until you're like through everything. Then you can say that. No, no, don't do it. It's gonna set up for the mega jump. Didn't need it. Didn't need it. Hop, 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 hop. I can make it. Yes. Nice 13-6 out of there. Now 2-9, little pop, run off, catch the tops of the next several trucks with an incredible amount of speed. Just keeps you going to here. In for the mega jump, got it. Out with a 15-1, brilliant. Now, 2-10. These methods are very tricky, so once you get forward, just be careful with them. Huh? Yeah, I'd love to get to you. You. Okay, just be careful, just... There you go, and then I'm gone. I wait for his wheels to get down on that one. 3-1. No deaths on 3-1, for Christ's sake. There we go. 3-2 is the mega jump. So right up here, I want that. Ah, I don't think I got it. It was gonna be close, but trying to get past the next... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Trying to get past the next part of that jump was gonna be hard, so again, safety over speed. Readjust here. All pawn, no luck. All pawn, no luck. Thank you, Germasian. In with a 9-9. I should have come off the spacebar, but I was adjusting myself. Now, off the front of you. Easy little turn around this corner. Fuck! I knew I was gonna do that because I said easy little turn around this corner. How you doing? Yeah, we're good. We're good. And in. First try every time. I mean, first time every try. First time try every try, first time. Boom. Alright. Just gotta, it's different every time. You gotta say the words in the right order. Alakazam, Kazama Ala, Ahmad, Hamud, what? Something. Go. Go. Oh, this is, right, stay up. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. I'll go. Yes. Alright, 3-8 now. To you. And then, nice mega jump. Oh yeah, nice flat one too for the speed. Up and over. Alright, we're into this one. Just pop, 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 pop. Beautiful. Beautiful. 11-7. Yes! I called it too, it's an 11-7. Now, careful. Yeah, that truck coming out was gonna be a problem for me one way or the other. There we go. Okay. This is the RNG you can get on 310. And we actually minimize a lot of it by going really fast through here. And now I haven't been able to minimize it. Oh! Almost fell off that truck because it turned out from underneath me. Okay, that's bad. Bad to take that many deaths there, but kind of up to the game in a lot of the circumstances. Pay attention, pay attention. There's no way through that fucking porcupine. Left, to the right. Looking a lot better up here than it was last time. 4-2. Short, short, long, long, long. Nope. Alright, we didn't get a good time through there. It's no biggie so long as we don't die. We'll get a good time through here to make up. Right? Do you believe? Back and forth. $12-9. It's okay. It's okay. Shit. Caught a sock. Caught a sock. Still alive. How we doing? 30-some seconds over? We're fine. Really, you're fine? I have a really good run that I'm running against here. We will take deaths in World 5 in these splits where I can make up all of that and more. if I don't take more and new deaths in World 5, is the thing. I got this perfectly. So we're in for the sub-11 10.3. Still pop. I don't like this. Okay. I don't like any of what I'm seeing ahead. Okay. Ooh. 4-8 now. Don't forget to pull back a little bit right here so that I can get up and over that. Get up to you. I didn't keep the speed, so I'm gonna have to wait it. All right, now 4-9. 4 trucks forward, stop. 2, 3, 4. Lasers forward, and then go, and then go. And we're out here. Now 4-10. All right, not the way I usually take it, but it didn't work out. Okay, we're still good for the backup, maybe. Looks good, looking great. All right, good backup out. Now here's where we can save time in these splits. And we might want to save them just by slowing down, actually. So that I don't have to take deaths. 5-2. I'm taking the straight route. I'm taking the straight route! Yes! For the 8.6. 5-3. Gotta go to the right. Gotta go to the right. Nope. No trucks to connect with. Okay. Stayed alive. 5-4. The poppers. That is brilliant. If I get that every time. No! Ah! Well, I get to practice getting that every time. I didn't. Front truck. Don't die into the goal. 5-5. I actually took the jump off of the hammer. I kept that alive by coming off the hammer. Didn't make it. Did not make it. Whoa. Holy crap, managed to stay alive. Alright, we want to go up and over if we can. Yep, we can. Holy crap. Just barely though, huh? Okay, slow it down. There's one truck still alive. I'm going. And I'm in. 5-8, another mega jump. Ooh, we didn't get much of anything there. Shit. There wasn't a way forward. Go immediately to the backup. It's gonna cost time, but... Shit! Okay. Come on, somebody push through. Somebody push through. You made it. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't. Ah! 5-9 now. To you. Little hop. Oh, this is bad. Oh, is this bad? Backed it up. 5-10 now. Up and over. Looking good ahead. I think I can make it all the way. No, I can't. Shit. Okay. And around the corner. Land you. Get to the front in a hurry. Nope. You. Eat shit and die! I was right there, you pop it. It needed to pop, it didn't pop. Oh, we're fucking... No, keep going, Pawn. Oh, because we're still on green. We just came off of green time. Ugh. That'd be great to put in a new PB where there's like 3 seconds in the middle where I just paused the game. It's like, fuck, I think we're done. I mean, we kind of still could. What are we on? 23:38 is still potential. Okay. Just walking this one in. Because it's just really hard. It's just really hard. And I don't want to lose. This world actually kind of freaks me out in the run. Whenever I get here. Like, if anything's gonna get me tilted, it's this world. And I think it has to do with the color palette or something. God damn it, Pawn. Nope, didn't get the jump again. Come around the corner, land on anything, and walk into the goddamn goal. It's just, this one is so... It's technical precision, which means there's not a lot of excuse for messing it up. Maybe that's why I don't like it. The other ones I can say, oh, but the randomness, you know, how are you gonna deal with that random? These ones are very much about skill, and I've already fucked it up. Nothing to get to. Nothing to get to. Fuck me. Yes, that's how you want to do it every time. Alright. I don't know where my deaths are in these splits. God damn it! I was a millisecond early, and I can't get up there now. And the run is dead, isn't it? I mean, I know we've still got a minute, but a minute's too... It's not enough time save. Fuck it. We start over. Bearded Man's asked, has the Clustertruck dev team ever invaded your stream? They have, yeah. I was amongst one of the first. I reached out to them because they were doing the new release and Twitch % was going to be a thing. Asked them for some codes to give away on stream, and they happily obliged and said, let us know when you're streaming. And when I was, so I sent them, hey, I'm going to start streaming now. And it just happened to be like within the first day or 3 of them, you know, having the ability to raid people's streams like that. So yeah, it's really cool. It's dead pawns, says Jermacian with 81 bits. I should lower the bit, or rather I should, I need to set up Streamlabs so that the bit thing notifies me on, like, even with the low bits. I wonder how much Twitch will like you talking about politics like that when it comes to giving you partner. Well, we'll find out how Twitch feels about censorship. Won't we? There we go, 6.9 there. 6.9, you know. Woo! Yes! Beautiful little kick there, 8.0. 1-3. It. Now 1-4. Run off the side of this truck. Rub this one with my left butt cheek. Forward and out. Good luck, pawn! Thank you. Thank you for the cheer. Alright, come on. Nope. Messed it up. Just went too far out to one direction. So we'll just have to sort of hop our way in. Whoop. For 12.0, into 1-6, the wall ahead needs to fall in just the right way. It did not. It did the opposite of falling in just the right way. We still managed to push through anyway. Didn't get the best time. Nope. That ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it. It wasn't enough. Alright, 1-8. Couple little short hops here. And then a big hop from here. Oh, I missed it. So we'll take the longer pop up and in route. Now just remember, Pong, you're playing the full game. There's no it's no reset November, isn't it? Is that what we were gonna do? So stop playing like you want every morsel of everything that you can get from everything. Play safe, play with some marathon strats, pick up the good time saves where you can. This run is mainly about not dying. More so than it's about, you know, being fast. It's about not dying. It's about being fast and not dying. But set up. Go. Little pop. It's me over. And then in. With a nice 11-8. I'll take that, considering what the level gave me to work with. Come on. Oh, I hate that jump. But we're in on it. With a sub-11 even. Alright, 2-4. Hey! Oh, still alive. Still alive. I caught the belts, but not the placards themselves. 2-5. Yeah, you ate my speed. It's fine. I'm still in sequence anyway. I should have gone off to the side there, but I just didn't like the position. I would have had to run over the top of those two trucks with the separation, and that's how you catch your socks. That's how your socks get caught, people. You don't want your socks being eaten by trucks? Don't run over them when it's got like a millimeter gap between them. Hit, hit, hit. There's no trucks! Whoa! How am I still alive? We're just gonna have to take this guy all the way to goal. You might want to turn toward the goal, though, is a thought that I had. A 2-8. Ghost pop it. Okay. Oh! Good God! That's the... I haven't been like... There hasn't been a tense situation in that level for ages. The level's set up to be tense, and you just go right past it in the speedrun. Come on, we're in. Fuck you, we're in! I said it out loud. You have to do what I say. Those are the rules. We agreed. We were in. I had it. And go for it again. We're done. We're done. 2 deaths on that bullshit. The first time it should have let me in. I was in. I was there, man. I was fucking there. We're in. We were in! It lied. It kicked me back out or something. Maybe it heard about me. It didn't like my Second Amendment speech. We were gonna make you a member, but I don't think so. You're not a big fan of them shotguns. I'm a big fan of shotguns. I got a shotgun handy right now. Just in case, because I live in Detroit. I'm a big fan of shotgun shells. I'm just saying. Not everybody should be forced to own shotgun shells. They don't want it. And that's what the Second Amendment kind of does these days. It'd be an interesting way to legislate, wouldn't it? Just go entirely the opposite direction, you know? Everyone has to have a gun at all times. You leave your house, you better be armed. If we catch you, and you don't have a gun on you, you're going to jail. Criminal lack of armament. I mean, what would happen if you were at the bank, and somebody tried to hold the place up, and only everyone else had a gun, but not you? You know? You gotta think about these things. Be a responsible citizen, arm yourself today. Now, is that the next, like, Republican frontrunner's, like, policy pitch? Or is it like a line from Starship Troopers? You decide. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now to the right, to the right. 1-9. Let's just do the pops. Let's try and pop our way up. Ooh. Oh, be alive. Okay, just gonna ride him in. Politics on Twitch. You playing a dangerous game. Yeah, we're afraid that I won't make partner because, you know, I have opinions and... I prefer to think better of Twitch than that. And Twitch can prove me wrong, right. Prove me right. You can prove me right. Stop. Go. Boom. I was actually just watching Tom Scott did a, if you're not familiar with Tom Scott, entertainer, YouTuber. YouTuber does the, Things You Might Not Know series. Done a lot of stuff, very educational kind of stuff. There's trucks here, thanks God. Did a, what would you call it? It's not just a speech, it's a... He did a talk at the Royal Institute, and, interestingly, in the middle of that talk was a big section about how weird, like, live streaming is. Fuck! I was trying to wall run him because I had to land on him and he was going under the placard. But how weird, like, live streaming is, sort of in theory, just in the practice of it. Does anybody see that thing? It wasn't a TED Talk, it was at the Royal Institute. Yeah. Fuck. He referred to it as selling friendship. And the thing is, I like Tom Scott, and I don't disagree, necessarily. I don't disagree with what he was saying, because a lot of Twitch is that, and certainly, you know, it's worse in some areas than the other. But when you come down to it, you know, like the idea of, he pointed out, a Netflix subscription with all of the various wide content you can get is $12 a month. A subscription to a Twitch streamer is $5 a month, the lowest tier. You are subscribing to an individual. You know, and it's like, you point out a lot of things that, you know, yeah, it's not, And then he looked at, like, what various platforms, Twitch and Patreon and things, what they recommend to people in terms of, like, growing their audience or, you know, converting viewers into people who pay you, that kind of thing. And he said, I mean, you know, look at this stuff. It's like the recommendations are kind of parasocially manipulative, you know? In, like, try and make people feel like they're your friends and that kind of a stuff. That kind of a thing. So I don't disagree what he was saying about, but his, you know, comments got more and more, like, on target and more open to, like, the fuller situation, because he, of course, is a YouTuber. And so, you know, like, he started out kind of on that extreme of talking about how bad, Twitch and some of this stuff can be in terms of people trying to market their friendship. Damn it. I can't take that. Are you saying you're not my friend, says Lewis? No, we're friends. We're friends. Silas Starco, my good buddy. Thank you for the beer. Actually, that's like 3 beers, because I buy the cheap stuff. Thank you for the subscription. But he did bring it around eventually to, you know, recognizing that, like, what I want to say, what I would add to that is that there is a profession known as entertainer. I mean, he was talking to the Royal Institute mainly about science communication, science education, that kind of a thing, and talking about how weird things have become and how there's no algorithm for truth, you know? And in science, you're trying to communicate, like, the truth to people because they're going to take your word for it, and then they're going to decide whether or not to vaccinate their children on it and things like that. So he was making the point that, like, at this point with social media, qualification doesn't come from, like, being qualified to speak. It comes from having... why did you pull back? Having a big audience. So if you've got an audience, then you're qualified to speak. And the people whom, you know, people look for when they're trying to hire people to speak on their behalf, corporate, you know, things and just entertainment platforms and stuff. You know, there may be a lot of better qualified candidates, but if you can get somebody who's got a name and a face, who's also got an interest, they're not an expert, they don't have degrees, they never did a PhD on the topic you're talking about, but people know them, they're known, people are going to tune in just because they're there, well then that's who you hire, right? That's who you hire to read the script you're writing. Thank you for the bits. But yeah, it can be weird like that. You know, there are definitely live streamers who are out there, like, pitching themselves as a, you know, buy your way in kind of a thing. Be my friend by helping to support the channel. And then when you get to, like, Patreon and stuff, I'm feeling less and less good about Patreon as time goes on. And by the way, you know, thank you to all of those who have chosen to support me on Patreon. Just $180 some will come in the next time Patreon charges, thanks to Patreon. But, like, on a... I don't know, I'm not feeling good about it anymore. Patreon has kind of established itself as a platform where it really is kind of pay to play. I mean, I know they wouldn't say that. But, you know, the idea is you pay money and then you're on into, like, some inner circle of group and get access to special stuff and things. And when you get down to it, Patreon, as a platform, actually doesn't take, like, a creator who's already creating and provide them with a platform on which to monetize. I mean, it does that. But what it also does is take a creator who's creating and gives them a whole bunch more work in order to, like, monetize it, you know? Because, like, creating engagement on your Patreon page, for those who go that road with it and make different tiers and different rewards and things like that, it's a lot of fucking work. Like, it actually takes time away from you making the content that you're hoping that people enjoy. You know, you're trying to entertain people or you're trying to educate them, whatever you're doing. You know, I've got to set aside some time today. Wow, that was a beautiful clear there. Sub-12. I gotta set aside some time today to, like, do something for Patreon or make sure a thing's set up for Patreon. It's just... It's feeling dirtier and dirtier, and I'm realizing that Patreon actually as a platform kind of encourages a mentality where, you know, people who contribute feel entitled to something more, and that's fine. Like, I've wanted to participate in stuff like that before, and still do. I still do, because it is, you know, there is a part of that that's just like, hey, you know, you guys are supporting me, and you do become my friends over time, you know? I know everybody, I know the names in chat, I know the personalities, I know who I don't want in that Discord channel. No. I know who are the trouble starters, who's gonna disagree with me, who's gonna hate, you know, that I'm talking about Zen again. Oh! IL times on that. You know, so it becomes a community, and it becomes friends that I get to have, considering that I don't leave the house that much. But, I don't know, Patreon, it doesn't feel like it's more work, and it leaves the impression that something more is owed. And you don't have to set up your Patreon that way, and some people don't, including me. My tiers are all just a joke, you know? All of my tiers, you could be a Spud level supporter or a Tater level supporter, and you all get the same thing, kind of thing. It's just an opportunity for me to do more comedy. Yeah, by using Patreon systems. But yeah, I'm feeling like, you know, by comparison, Twitch is like, you know, you subscribe, it supports the channel, you get some little emotes that you throw around, we have some fun in chat, we raid people, like, it's a community, it's a thing that's going on that's actually happening, that is fun and lighthearted, and it doesn't take up extra time in my day, first time every try. Well, I'm trying to prep for live streams and decide what you guys want to see next, and, you know, be the best there ever was, like no one's ever... Be the very best, like no one ever was. To run them is my fuck. To not fall off is my cause. You know, it's like, here's a platform that, like, says, okay, what you're already doing, keep doing it, and here's a way for people who like what you're doing to support you, and, you know, there are parts of it that get a little bit dirty and weird, and people use them in creepy ways, but I don't feel like the platform itself has built in a sort of standard of... Damn it. A standard of expectation or a standard of just weirdness. People take it to weird places. God damn it, we're still on good time here. I can't get through this fucking just one mega jump, and I can't get up to this goddamn truck. What is going on? To you, to you, to you. Mega jump me. Fuck! But yeah, in terms of, like, revenue streams, what works, what doesn't, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, right now Twitch is the best thing going. I mean, I knew that 2 or 3 years ago when I decided to stop focusing on making a whole bunch of YouTube videos and start live streaming. Fuck! I almost caught him. I saw it was happening, I almost caught him, I actually touched on him, it just didn't give me a jump. Hey, hey. Okay. Right through here, to you, over to you. I think I'll do this, and then out. Good, how we doing? 30-some seconds behind. Getting a good run through here. Oh, what a beautiful run through there. Okay. No, shit, I caught an edge. Short, short, long. No, it's fucked. Hop, hop. Just walk it in. Alright, 4-3. No! This way, Pawn. Okay, I forgot. Hit, hit. Can't be giving up those little nicks of time, you know? Death by 1,000 cuts. 1,000 time losses. Need to be staying alive and going fast. Huh! Fuck! That is neither of those things that I just said you need to do! Oh. I think this run's dead. This run is very dead. We got a gold somewhere in there. 4-1. 2055.99. We've gone below 2050. I think we were actually lower than that before. To jump on trucks is my real quest. To not die is my cause. Trouble starters looks around nervously. Pawn knows too much. We need to shut him up. Pawnette will be the replacement. Yeah, if you guys want to partner Pawnette. I think her name was Laura before she was Pawnette. On the flip side, both of them generally give you back less for your money than the explicit value. In both cases, people are mostly motivated by supporting you. Also, Twitch takes so much of the money. It's true. And those like higher tier subscriptions and stuff, I mean, they're not, the value is not good for you in comparison to the streamer. There's like, if you bought as much as you were going to spend on a higher tier subscription in bits, the streamer's going to end up getting way more money off of the bits that you cheered than the subscription. But like their model is balanced. It's a pretty good balance, I feel like, you know, because you want to incentivize subscription, you want, you know, people coming back. It also gives you something cool that you can give people back, and the emotes that can be used all across the platform. And then the bits, you know, are friggin' brilliant. It's sort of the best money going across any of the platforms is the bits. There we go. And a lot of the time, you know, the person buying the bits can get themselves a pretty good deal on the bits as well. So I think it works out pretty good. What I'd like to see from Twitch is, like, I've been having a lot of trouble with American VOD servers lately, and I mean, you're Amazon, you know, or Amazon's there. Spend the money, whatever it is. And if it's Netflix, like, shaking you down, start putting money into getting the FCC back, because it's now owned by Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, so it's just gonna be like that. Sorry, boys. Shit. Not paying attention. But, yeah, I'd like to see some things. I just want Twitch to, like, stop worrying about the monetization for a minute, because I feel they've got the best, like, platform going for a while. Like, stop worrying about that. Work out your API, work out your servers, make sure that your technology works. I mean, the playback of the VOD, their video player backer has so many friggin' bugs in it. The mouse disappears and stuff, and it's been that way. I reported it a year ago, you know, and I'm sure a billion other people have reported how these things work, and I'd just like to see you, like, focus on some polish for a bit, and then come back. They're currently working on, like, a new live dashboard, which is way better. I mean, it looks way better than the dashboard that we're using right now, because it's just a big cluster truck. It's just a big mess. They've got, like, everything on the main page of Twitch on your dashboard, and the new one is just giving you the things you actually need, and then allowing you the ability to put in anything else, an extra that you need, but looks a lot better. So I'd just like to see them, like, focus on wrapping up the technological end of this thing. Don't worry about the monetization for a bit, you know. You've got a good system, don't F with it. Let's make sure that the product is the highest quality we can have. Fuck, that's just incredibly bad RNG. Just incredibly bad RNG. Twitch chat is buggy beyond any reason. So, yeah, so just like some time on the tech end. Thank you for the cheer, Dat Hat. Dat Hat? Dat Hat. Dat Hat. To that. You made a nice choice when you switched from YouTube to Twitch. I mean, I still, like, I'm putting out a friggin' short film in 2 days to a theater. So I still like doing, you know, produced, edited content. But yeah, I saw back then, it just, like, YouTube was just uneconomically viable. You know, you have to have 100,000 views on a video before you start making money that could pay a bill or two. And that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It means only the top level, and it incentivizes just the worst kind of content that you know, the clickbaity, spammy crap, the top 10 list, just rubbish. You know, it's bad. It's just bad on YouTube. And Twitch found a way to, you know, integrate all of the features of fan, you know, viewer support, fan-funded content, like, directly into the making of the content. And YouTube had nothing to answer back, and then they copy-pasted Twitch's systems, and it's just still not as good. I haven't even turned on the YouTube, like, support kind of thing. If you want to support me, come over to Twitch. If for some reason you can't watch on Twitch because their technology is a little bit, Twitch, get on it. But if there's a problem with that, watch on YouTube, join us in chat on Twitch. That kind of thing, at least until they partner me, at which point that will be impossible. So that's what you get, Twitch, if you partner me, is I will not, you know, that's part of the deal here, is I no longer allow a portion of my audience to be viewing from YouTube. Which, honestly, I don't feel good about because your technology needs to come up to snuff! Fuck. It was a good time until that, and then I can't run 2-1 again. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. Yeah. Nope. Too slow. I mean, there's a lot of time to save. It's the first, but 7.0. Come on. Let's have a 6.6. Yeah, 6.6. That's what we're talking about. When I pay attention, try and put it in. See, I gotta have that sub-20, whatever it is right now that I'm going for. Sub-25, just like if I did off-stream. But I don't want to do it off-stream, it's way funner. It's way more fun, and an additional challenge. I'm a man who chose a speedrun in a game and a category where the whole thing comes down to friggin' luck, and no matter how good you are, you know, the game can just steal it from you at any moment. Obviously, I want the biggest, baddest, nastiest challenge that I can. It's gonna be the most frustrating. So, having the responsibility to keep the chat going, to keep commentating, as we run this incredibly difficult category of its star. See? Holy shit. Really? I just triple golded there? Fuck me. I think it's kind of shitty that Twitch forces their partners to only stream on Twitch. I think so too. Because honestly, Twitch, it's a stupid business move. You know, what you want is you want non-compete, right? You want non-compete. So you don't want people like sending their viewers over to YouTube. But that can be done contractually without, you know, saying you can't use YouTube is an excellent source of advertising for Twitch. That's its usefulness for Twitch right now, and if Twitch isn't vampirically sucking them dry for everything that it can as an advertising platform, then, you know, that's what you should be doing. That's absolutely what you should be doing. You should be encouraging people to restream to YouTube, and then, you know, recommend that they turn off chat integration on YouTube in order to drive people back to the platform where everything works. Well, where most of the things work. As we said, your technology, a little bit broken here and there, you know? I've been having to use my VPN and actually bounce my internet signal off Britain in order to watch VODs on your platform, at which point things are fine. So apparently, somebody needs to put some money into the American servers, right? So put some money into the American servers, for frick's sake. Get her done. Shouldn't need a VPN to, I don't want my viewership needing a VPN in order to watch the VODs. You know, it's a big oversight on Twitch's part right now to have that situation going on. They need to fix it. They need to care, they need to fix it. Heh! Shit! Still alive. I'm gonna sub if you don't reset the next run after you read this. Oh, god damn it. I shouldn't have read it, huh? Okay. Okay, hang on. Maybe we can carry it through. I'll give you one death here for the sub. Shaking me down for subs, making me run faster. Oh! Ow! Put it in and break it off. Thank you very much. Right? Yeah, made it. Okay, I wasn't sure about that one because the way that it popped me on that one jump. 1-9, do the safe thing. Dig into him, take a big pop in case they pillar up here. They didn't pillar. Oh, sub 11, sub 11, sub 11! It's 11-0. Alright, so it wasn't sub 11. It was close. It was damn close. And we're out. We're into World 2. Alright, no reset. I'm gonna need more people to get on board for the I will sub if you don't reset, and then we just won't reset. Okay, I shouldn't have done that, and I did. We're fine. We're still in. Thank you for the subscription. Drop, clap, go. Into the side. Beautiful big jump. Needed it too. Look at, where are the trucks? Where are they? There aren't any. Needed that. Thank you for the bits. I will be back to read what you said. In un momento, por favor. Hey. Gracias. Okay. 2-4. There you go. Off to the side, back in, pop. Hey! Alright, in. 2-4, 2-5 now. Stay low. We got a good path, got a good line. We're gonna come through here with a bunch of speed. If I wouldn't have caught a sock. Caught another sock, people. Man, the socks are the death of me in this game. 2-6. This will pop up here. Land it. Go it. Pull it back. Feet back down. Run it off and put it in for 2.6. Now 2-7. Go off to the left. Come back to the right. Get low. Catch you. Ho! Okay, that guy was getting rammed from behind. There's a lot I could do for him there. God damn it! One more go. One more go, and then we have to reset, and I lose a sub. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I lost a sub. I lost a sub. Insights LG with the 100 bits. It was Silas Darko gifting a tier 1 sub to Dr. Kegel. Thank you, Silas Darko. D'Artagnan. Insights LG, cheered 100. I'm out early today, man. Gotta go get some sleep. Have a great stream. Chat, be nice. Noah's watching. Good night. Reset or don't. I'm subbing anyways, says Blargface. Oh, thank you, Blargface. Okay. And back in. Blargface just subwalled me when I started the run, so that run's dead. Thanks to you. For you. Blargface with 5 tier 1 subs to Black Vectum, Corrector, Mimery, like Mimery? Mimari, Hermanadon? He Minadan. He, my Nadan. An Adra 15. Thank you, Blargface. But did you sub is the question. Thank you for the 5 friggin' subs. Oh, God. My first ever sub. You got it. Now you'll have to keep giving money to me. That's how this works. Converted from a Twitch Prime to a tier 1. Oh, Blargface, in with the sub. Shit. Thank you. Doesn't really change anything for me, but thank you. I don't know. Lol autofill, thanks for the sub. Oh, God. Come on, Pawn. Sub-25. It's not that hard. You've been there so close. You're hooked now. I'm hooked. Alright. You've been so close so many times. What the heck happened there? Our PB, right now... That's not good. Is that slow? That's fast? Wow, I got a little bump from it. It still worked out. Our PB right now is 2504. Yes, I saw that opportunity and right strafed into him for the big launch. 2504, so that's how close we are to the sub-25. And that's all I need out of life for today. Sub-25. That's all we gotta do. It's easy. It's easy peasy. We're just off of 1-5, we go out here, right strafe back, catch this guy, off the side, pop, pop, pop. I popped a little early on that one, so it slowed me down for an 11-0. That's still a good clear. Okay, I got my jump here, which means the hole in the wall is the deciding factor, and I didn't think it was open enough to get through, and then I got through. So I was already trying to strafe to the right. If I wouldn't have, we could have gotten to the goal. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop! Yeah, dead. Slow and dead. What's murmury? Run pawn, it's a short Y sound. Memory? 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 Do you remember? Are you an elephant? There's only one R. Memory. Memory. I think I've got it, right? Memory. It's not mimery? Are you sure? Are you just embarrassed? Listen, there's nothing to be ashamed about wanting to dress in black, in white face paint, and go pretend that you're inside a box in front of strangers. We've all gone through that phase. Some of us make it a career. It's nothing wrong with that. Society, don't listen to Twitter. We'll bounce off of that one. In with the 6.66 swan, though, so it's not completely satanic. Can I make it? I didn't, but it gave me a really weird jump. I don't know, maybe it's sub 12? No, it's 12-1. It's fine, pawn. There's a lot of game ahead of you. There's a lot of game ahead of you. That did not work out. Still in with an 8.3. When it doesn't work out, I still crush it. No. Nope. Alright, but we're in. We didn't get the fast method, but we're in. Now 1-8. Off the corner of you. Pop. Beautiful. Deep, too. Deep into that for the 7.9. 1-9. I don't like that. I didn't like any of that. Go. Go. No. Could have been out with a sub 11 there. If the jumps would have caught correctly. I'm still running this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with that? You think I'm not running this? I'm running this. Alright. World 2. Forest Wood. Nose in here. Little pop sends me over. Right strafe. Round the corner. Boom. Boom. Land it. Look ahead. No trucks going to goal. That one kinda, but he's in such a horrible place, and you see what happened eventually. Might as well just wait. Could have forced a mega jump to do it a little bit faster. Maybe next time I will. Go! Into the side of you! Yep, there are trucks. Holy crap. That's why I play that level like that. Saves me a couple of seconds on the, you know, reset that usually has to come. Heh. 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 Yes, you can get loft by bouncing your head off of something that's above you. And I used that deftly to my advantage. Heh. Uh-oh. Gonna have to come down on you, because the other ones are all going under the placard. 2-5 now. Yeah. Alright, we got our speed back anyway. And then we got fucking stuck there. And I was just kind of thrown out of whack for the whole run. Alright, pop, pop. Cross here. Nice pop to you. To you. I could go out, but I hesitated, so we walk it in. 2-6. Just a little pop up to you. Land. Go early, pull back. I want the 9-5. I got the 9-5. 2-7. Nice pop. Just gonna wait this until he noses up a bit. I can more safely make this set of transitional jumps, then into 2-8. And we're actually here so early I have to wait, because I wouldn't have been close enough to the goal to make the jump. Could have gone earlier than that, but we couldn't have gone when I landed. I don't think, anyway. No, I'm too far away. You know, that's you're praying at that point to make that jump. Alright, 2-10. Lean into the side, little jump, get me onto you! It didn't. Let's do it this time, though. Yep, okay. And then forward, little nudge in there, didn't get what I was looking for. Wait for a nose up, get onto you. Just wait for you to go over. I don't risk it on this one, 2-10. It's just too much of a bitch. It'll kill you in too many different ways. So, into the winter world. Get on the outside, fall it in. Here we go. 3-2, we need the mega jump. Nope, not enough. Not enough. We have to back it up. I can go now! I think. I hope. Yes, it's a very fast backup there. God, I keep doing that. I keep catching the little fucking sock thing on the edge of it. I think I can still get a decent time out of here. No, I can't. 9.9. Not when you catch your sock. Just be more careful about that one. Off the front of you. I love it when that truck pulls forward. It's the better version of this. Uh-oh. There we go. Take a second kiss. It's still the better version. Damn it. Okay, first time. First time. First time. First time. First time. Every try. Into 3-6. Click the button. Okay, 3-7 tried to get me killed immediately, like it usually does. Okay, just right up to the front trucks. Oh, goodbye. And into the goal. And then this is the one that screwed me over last time a bunch. Let's not have it screw me over a bunch. Beautiful. Nailed it. Nailed it. Ooh, wow. That was about as close as you could get to not getting over that and still get over that. Oh. Oh, sexy as hell. 310, be kind. It's up to you and your RNG. Also my gameplay, but mainly you and your RNG. Huh. Oh, it was gonna be so good! It was gonna be one of the best fucking times ever! God damn it! Little nudge on the forehead. Gets me killed. Got another chance to do it. It didn't run far enough off to the side. I wanted, and it didn't. But I. Fucking go! Off to one side for fuck's sake! Christ almighty. All that fucking time loss. For no reason. I had it every time. Every one of those times I had it. All I had to do was not run my face into it. God, what an idiot. Alright, go. Long. Fuck! Caught a sock. Have to fucking wait. And in. 4-3. Cross there. Perfect. Okay, we're in for the perfect run now. Yes, we are. Oh, but are we for the 12.5? Eat that. Whoever you are that would be eating something like that. In with an 8.8, I'll take it. 4-5, where are we doing on time? We're almost a minute over, but we've got 22:33 still possible for a finishing time. So I'm not giving it up, because again, I think most of our time loss, or some of our early time loss, is in World 5. Fuck you. You weren't in the place where I expected, and I didn't have time to look down. So we can take back a lot or all of that time loss if we get into World 5 without a bunch of stupid deaths like we're having right now. You going? Are you a goer? You look like a goer. Go. Good. 4-8. We'll pull back in the middle. Right here, and then up and over, and then up and over, and then keep some speed and push it through. I used to be so much smoother at that. Things you lose over time. 2, 3, 4, take the jump, and then go. I'm too early, so I had to slow down a little bit. That is just by sense of smell, knowing where you are and what you need to do. Shit! Okay, managed to stay alive for it, though. That was a good setup that just went to tits. Oh, God, I knew I wasn't gonna make that. Pop, pop, pop. Pop. Fuck! Fuck! God. Fucking damn it. I don't know that I can make it there. I can make it to the goal now. Alright, how we doing? Minute 13 seconds behind. Let's pull it back here. I don't know where the time saves are, but they're here somewhere. Damn it, I believe. 5-3. I can go the left side. And out. 5-4. Get through the poppers. RNG mess of the poppers. Oh, that's just so frustrating. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I worked every fucking thing and then a truck fell on my fucking head. God, when you work that hard, right, left, right, under, down, over, okay, got it. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Back in. Back in. Need the fucking Sub-25. Need it today, need it now. Right now. Right now. Streamer said the fuck word. No, I didn't. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you heard. Go, go, go. Oh, go, 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 go. 1-4. Kick off of you. In. Through. I'll tell you what. There's a whole world of difference between me running these days and before, you know, before we went away. Like, I now come through Worlds 1 and 2 deathless with a significant, like ever, basically. No. Like, a lot more often than I thought was even possible back in the day. So much has changed about this game. And, you know, the speed run, rather. Like, not the game itself, but the run, since I started running. It didn't quite make it. Walk it in. Fortunately, it's bedtime for me, says Lewis. Something, something, by the time I wake up, hopefully you'll have the Sub-25 is what I'm guessing. Okay. Have a good night, Lewis. Thanks for coming out. Ah! You cost me a second, Lewis. But I did re-chat, so that's... Alright, we're into Forest World. Deathless, I might add. And round the corner to the right. Round the corner to the right. Sit him. Looks good. Looks good. We can take that to the out for the sub-14 second clear. 2-2. Never go for the speed here. Look at that shit. I just shouldn't even fought it. I should just immediately reset. Okay, nice up and over. And out. Took a death there. How many deaths can I take in World 2? None? How about 2? Is 2 okay? This didn't give me any, like, forward leading trucks. Push down and then let me go all the way to goal. I can't get all the way to goal on that. Almost, but not enough. 2-4. You think I can't put it in just because none of the trucks are there? You don't know me very well. I barely even need trucks. Because most of the time you don't get me any to work with, so I've just learned. Hit. Into the goal. 2-6. Left. Lean in. Pop. Wow, that was almost deadly. Feet back down and go in for the 9.5. 2-7. I think I need to slow down for this one. Oh! No trucks to land on past the log. There tend to be. Yeah. Okay. Eat shit and die. God damn it! I hate this now. I hate that my fucking PB is so good. I mean, it's not good by comparison to fucking 2 world record that's 2 minutes faster than me. But God, just not being able to take the deaths. The deaths. I do so much more reset in this game. They were doing the Chicago Shuffle. I like that. It's Pedro's, or no, it was Memory saying, "What the fuck are the trucks doing here?" Always put pawns as hologram. And just remember when you were struggling for a sub-30. Was I ever struggling for a sub-30? I mean, at some point I was. But what we were struggling for was a consistent sub-30 because we put in all of the time to make sure that we'd be ready for SGDQ 2019. and we could guarantee a sub 30-minute time, and we'd still estimate a 35-minute time, just so that, just in case things went completely awful, but we had it in pocket. And then that didn't happen. Go. For some reason, I don't remember why. Hit. You know, we put in all the time to be sure of what like a good marathon time estimate would be, and then for something, I can't remember what it was, but something fell apart there. Yeah. 1-6 now. Dig into the corner, take the pop. I missed the pop, so I'm just gonna try and run under and in. I got a little bit lucky there, since the wall opened poorly as well. Gahd? Gahd's like, I'm not involved in this, don't bring my name into it. Pop, pop, pop. Big jump, made it, out. Lovely for the 7-9. Now 1-9, the big gatekeeper of the level. How fast can you get through here, and can you get through here at all? Or do the trucks pillar like that after you've just put in, you know, the entire rest of the opening world with good times. I love the RNG. Love the RNG. I need to get my my auto splitter working so that we can play cluster roulette, just so that I can... No, just something that isn't this. There is no God here, only cluster Satan, only truck Satan. Mystic Earth. I am your God, says truck Satan. Also me, and if you're involved, I'm putting together a compound in Waco. I hear they're open to that sort of a thing there. Boom. Nice, nice for the 6.8. 1-5. Get the time. Get the time. You didn't get the time because you got caught by fucking magnetic truck bullshit. 12.6. 1-6 now. Dig into the corner. Miss the jump late. Almost die. And then... Wow, I got my method exactly. Did you see that? I called out all of that. More RNG that just kills you after you tried to get it started. Will there be Kool-Aid? Only in the forest. And it will have some portion of Kool-Aid in it. There may be some other things, but don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. It'll be fine. We're all going to... It doesn't matter anyway, because our souls are going to enter a flying pyramid, and we're going to go back to Valhalla or something. So you don't worry about it. Just drink what I put in the cup and shut up. 1-2. Go. Here. Another pop. I'm going to need something to keep me alive on that level load. 1-3. First big RNG that just decides whether or not you're running today or not. 1-4. No RNG here. If you screw it up, it's your own damn fault. 1-5. Nah, there's a little RNG, but not enough to warrant any concern. Just enough to, like, screw up the run, but you're gonna get through it alive, is the point. Click the fucking next button! And then 1-6, there's a fair bit of RNG, actually. And the way that the wall opens, it opened correctly, and I got the jump that I wanted, out with the 7.6, how you like me now. 1-7, RNG right there, that moment, is the difference between whether or not you get through here with like an 8 time or a 9 time or a 10 time, apparently. In reference to what just happened there. Oh, all of the speed, though. That was brilliant. For a nice 7.9 out of there. And then this guy, just, luck of the draw. Speak of the devil. He will appear. He'll have work for your idle hands. That's from the short film. That's from the short film. Oh, shit! Just let me out of this fucking hole of desert. Please? Thank you. Forest world. Pop. And then there is no truck to take the corner with. What do we got? Thanks. You technically fulfilled the contractual obligation to let me out of the fucking hellhole. Now we're back in the fucking hellhole. 6.8 to start. We need another live stream break, too. I need one. I need another... Actually, what I need is a live stream break beer. That's what I need. 8.2 out of there. 1-3. Yeah, click the fucking button! There you go. 1-4. And then into the side of you. And out. 6-7. 1-5. Hey! Good, we're gonna land this. And I go off the side, I come down here, I take another pop, and then I get... That's the RNG on that level. Whether or not that guy cuts across you in such a way as you can't get the final jump for the sub-11 time. Here's the RNG in this level. Where the wall opens. 1-7, RNG now. Yep. It ate the possibility for the super fast run. And 1-8, no RNG. 0 RNG! If you do the right method, anyone. 1-9, RNG will be in the middle. Right about here. Yep, they're pillaring. They're pillaring. I'll wait for you to get to the top of this one, and then I can safely make the jump to you, and then I can go out. And now, 1-10. RNG comes, like, 2 places. Here, where you could get hit by a truck, and here, where you could get stopped by the pillar. By the rotating, majiggery, rubbery doodle. But we're out of there with only a... not important death, anyway. Oh, there aren't any trucks forward! Fucking cocksucking motherfucker! Stop! And then go. And there are trucks forward. Like there fucking should be! Right, stop. Clap. I'll go. I'll dig in here. I'll get a little pop. Take me to you. Take me to you. Take me out. 2-3 now. Pop. Pop. Popcorn! We're in with a 10.3. That's a nice time through there. I mean, it can be done a lot faster, but it's a nice time through there. Where are you going? Don't care, because I'm going to the goal. Wherever it is you're going, it's not the goal, so our interests are not mutual. Whoa, almost didn't land that. In with a nice 12-6 out of there, now 2-6. Pop, up to here, land it nicely, go, 9-5, 9-6. Oh, I lost a 1/10 of a second, reset. Okay, no truck to jump there, but that's okay, because there wasn't any truck here either. So we're fine. That was a little bit risky, but it's one of them risks you gotta take. You don't have to, actually, but it's one of the risks I did take. So just that. Just kind of Days of Thunder that thing, you know? If there's smoke, you just run into it like you've got confidence. And then if you slam into something and break your neck, you know... I mean, what did you expect? You were going really fast. You treated it like you had confidence. I made it. I fucking made it. Don't tell me I didn't make it. I made it. The 15-0 there. Now, 210. Didn't get my big kick. Thank you for the subscription. Hang on. Yeah, go up. Go up. Make it all the way. Just gonna sit here and ride you. I know it's gonna be a 20-some second clear, but I don't care. It's a clear, and I'm out in one pass. Now, into Winter World. Off the front of you. Into the goal for an 8-4. 3-2. Mega jump ahead. You really need to start putting signs up. Mega jump ahead. Mega jump to the end of the level for a nice 9-5. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice 9-5. Alright, you didn't catch your sock this time. Maybe you can get out with a 9-6 instead of a 9-9. Yes. Exactly that. 9-5-9-5. That's a 9-6. Unless you know how numbers work, in which case it's a 9-5-9-5. I've found most of my viewership doesn't understand numbers, so I can lie to them. Damn it. I mean, first time. First try, first time. Got it. Damn it. Missed the opening jump there. Okay. 3-7 now. The one that I just don't even try to do fast. Well, there's a couple of them. But in Winter World, I don't even try it. 3-8. Made it! Yes! Wow! As close to not making it as you can possibly be in making it, but I made it. Pop, pop, pop. Pop. Go. Nice sub-12. 310. Okay. And in. Nice. Nice. Alright. Nope. Bad move. Bad move. On the outside, come back. We're in and without a death anyway. 4-2. Okay. 2. Long. Long. Had to pull back on that. Short. Short. In. Not bad. Not bad. 13-8. A sub-14 is not bad there. Oh! For the 12-6. Oh, I'm such a god. Nice 8-7. And now we get a little breathing room in 4-5 here. We are on good time. We are on very good time. Because I'm paying attention. I'm finally there. Like my brain is focused. Okay, so jump to here. Nose in. Nice nose in, right across, nice and low too. And then pop, pop, straight out. 4-7. Side in there. Up and over. How you guys looking? Okay. Good call, just waiting it. Good call, just waiting it out. 4-8. All skill. All technicality here. Just gotta like hit these in just the right order. Just like that, for the sub-11, 10.7, I'm in heaven. Stop. 2, 3, 4. Go. Go. I'm late. I'm gonna try and get extra height so that those lasers don't hit my ankles as we come through. Okay, I'm not gonna get this. Nope. Reset. Got it. The front truck. Go. Okay, got it on the second pass anyway. Got the fastest way through. Oh, and I got a beautiful open here. I got a beautiful open there. They gave me like the easy version of the level. Okay. There with an 8-6. 5-3 now. Gonna go to the right. And out. 5-4. Get low, get fast. Beautiful. 5-5. We need that little mega jump. There you go. Got it. Need a truck to land on. You look good. And we're out. 5-6. Get lucky. Or just be incredibly skillful. That's the other option there. And we're in with a 7-3. Near IL time. Nope, didn't make it. So we'll just ride him up. That's why we want to get the mega jump. So that we can go up and over and avoid that possibility. We didn't get it twice in a row now. Shit. Triple shit. Quadruple shit. Alright, we're out anyway. 5-8. Up, over. Into you. Got the whole mega jump. Not long enough. Christ almighty. How was that not long enough? One more mega jump. This is it. That's one way to do it. Just climb the A-frames to get out. 5-9 now. Oh, no. Oh, bad. Oh, bad. Oh, bad, bad, bad. Oh, bad, bad, bad. Oh, horrible RNG. Okay, this is better. It's not great, but it's better. Yeah, made it. 5-10. Up and over. Looking good. All the way to the front truck this time. Whoo. Really trying to rush it, are you? Apparently. Yes! We got green time, Pawn. We got green time! Go! Okay. Into the world that terrifies me. Fuck! Never go for it! That's why I don't go for it. God damn it. Jesus Christ, almost got yourself killed twice on this bullshit. This is why this world terrifies me. You walk into it, it immediately starts killing you. And it's all your fault, because it's all technicality, it's all precision. It's not luck. Not a lot of it, anyway. No. And out. 5-3. 6-3. Oh, thank God it kicked me out. 6-4. Pull it back. Pay attention. Out for a nice 13-0. 6-5. Left butt cheek. I don't think you're going to be going fast enough here. Oh, worked out though. Alright, 6-6. Left butt cheek. Don't get up there too fast. That's what you want, right then. Then pop, pop, turn around, feed it in. 6-7, a little rub on the left. Didn't get it. Just gonna reset, apparently. Just gonna die. Okay, I got it that time, but can I get out? Yes, I can. Alright. Turn it around, feed it in, feed it in, feed it in, feed it in. We're in. Tilty world. Tilty world. It's gonna be tilting, and it's gonna be a world that we have to run through. Descriptive terms. Descriptive terms. I didn't trust where I was, so I wanted to be on the outside for that one. Okay, one more jump, and then out. One truck and out. Have faith in your methods! Never mind your methods or having faith, just fucking put it in. Okay, 6-10. In. First try, every time. Alright, we're back on okay time right now. I don't know where the time saves and the splits are after this, though. Oh, shit! Wow. Wow, managed to pull it back. That was an awful friggin' landing. Go, get in. Get in. Get in. Thank you. 7-3. Pull it back. Get untilted. Stop. Go. Nope. Had to take a much slower route through there. I just didn't get the path I needed. Okay. It was good fortune for that missile to land where it landed. No. I'll go now. Didn't have the speed, and I'm afraid of taking deaths and losing time. Yeah. See, fear can be a useful thing, can it? It can be a useful thing. A little bit of fear, you know? You know what fear tells you? It tells you when you should be afraid. It's helpful. Courage in the face of fear. Courage in the face of fear. There's not. It's just like, and then. But if you have courage, but there's no fear, then it's not courage. See, it's not. I know because I've watched a lot of Cowardly Dog. Okay. Okay, to the front and go immediately. Good. Good timing. Lots of speed out here. Pull it back. We're gonna skip the rest of the level and go straight to the goal. For a 25.0. 7-7 now. Want a little butt bounce from this guy. Up into the air. I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go out to the left here. I wasn't sure I had all the height that I needed in order to go right over the front lip. Okay. Feed it in. Perfect timing on the feeding of it in. And then the 45-second longest level in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Dying here is a very bad. It's hashtag feels bad, man. Luckily, we're speedrunners, so we never die here. Unless you were watching earlier, in which case, you know, occasionally even the best speedrunner. That's my guy. Go. That's run over. That's run over. That's the end of the run. That's 45 seconds. That's it. I actually died there. I actually died on that little fucking thing, and it's done. Boom. Wow. Wow. And I totally shouldn't, like, I had good position, that was a great mega jump setup. That was fucking bullshit. And we go from being, like, on time to just lost the better part of a minute, runs over. Wow. Fucking wow. It wasn't even like, I wasn't like a, ooh, kind of a moment, because I had it. Wow. Feels bad, man. I told you it hashtag feels bad, man, and then I showed you. See, I exampled. Now you know we won't ever have to do it again. Fuck. One had to die twice to get a combined 45-second loss. Is it live stream break time or is it live stream end time? I want my fucking sub-45. And I either need to start running, you know, between live streams in order to get it, or sub-25. Right? Is that what I'm running for? What am I running for? Whatever it is, I'm trying to beat my PB. Or I need to stay here and hold myself to task. Is my PB correct, by the way? It's not. God, that's 3 PBs out of date. Where are my mods? Moderators, come on. 25.29. I got a 25.04 something. I don't know what it is either. But there's a 25.06 on the boards. At least you got a un with the 3 dots. I gotta run with the 3 dots. So out of date. It is. It is. I think it's the end of the live stream. I think we do a live stream break. A lot of people are just going to go to bed on me anyway. And yeah. I think end of today's live stream. Tomorrow, I got to work on this short film, finish that up. Wednesday, I will be at the short film premiere. Thursday, I will be right back here to tell you all about it. Oh, I didn't even tell you about going out on Halloween when I was all dressed up after the live stream. Oh my God. This is such a good story. I met so many people. We went over there, and then we did that, and then we did that, but we didn't get arrested for some reason. It was a good one. Wise Ape. Oh, yeah, I think we're to the end of this live stream. Good luck with the short film premiere, says CG. Yeah, if I don't see it because tomorrow I might just bang out the little bits that I need to do on this thing, and if I do, then maybe I'll stream tomorrow as well. Maybe I'll stream before the premiere on Wednesday, because I'll be done. These are things. Make sure you're followed if you haven't already. Jan Joel, cheering... I'm sorry, Jan Joel. Joel, Joel, yon Joel, cheered with 100 bits. Ain't that swell? I was trying to, like, my brain just wanted to say go to hell, but that's rude. No, ain't that, thank you, young Joel. Yeah. Let me just check and see if anything happened while I was running and distracted by having good time that I lost on the place where you always talk about this would be the worst place to lose time. You never actually, like, die there. You never actually lose the fucking time. DeFatty, Detroit Hattie said, Twitch is trying to compete with YouTube, Mixer, Facebook, who have more connections to advertise their focused creators via other platforms, unlike Twitch. That is why, that's one of the reasons why Twitch should, like, allow Twitch, users to use YouTube as advertising for the Twitch platform. Like, if you have to drop your policy about, like, you can't live stream over there, drop that. It's going to be better for you in the long run. I mean, we know where we get paid. We know which of these platforms works for supporting creators, and it's yours. You've got that benefit. YouTube doesn't work. I don't know about a Mixer. I'm not going near a Facebook. I've had diseases before. I've had my penicillin shot. Twitch, you got the advantage. Creators who know better know better. They will use the other platforms as advertisement. So lift the ban and let them use the other platforms as advertisement. They'll steal viewers back for you. Keep up the good runnings, says Shadowmorph with 500-bit cheer. Thank you so much. Don't let splicers get you down, even if it's a GDQ spot on the line. And the Terminator 500 with the bonus points, too. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're calling it a live stream today. Somebody remind me to tell you about my night out while I was in drag, after the Halloween thing. It's good. It was fun. So I'm just getting the end credits set up. Thanks for coming out, everybody. We will be back here Thursday at 4 p.m. definitely, but keep your eyes open because we might just do it on a Wednesday or even a tomorrow. And if we do, I would like to get started earlier if I could, from the usual 4 p.m. Eastern time. I think most of you prefer that as well. It's just I have trouble being awake and doing things and whatnot. Ooh, wait. Before I roll credits, I should check to see if anybody that I follow is streaming. We could raid them. Okay. We could raid Das Valdez. Kerbal Space Program live streamer. You guys into NASA? We could raid Das Valdez. He puts on a hell of a show, and I like Kerbal Space Program. Who wants to raid Das Valdez? I think that's what we'll do. So thank you all for coming out. Prepare yourself for a raid. Yes, that's him. That's the fella. So yeah, when you land there, if you've got yourself a row of trucks, put in a row of trucks with a Ronin Pawn logo at the front of it or something. So Ronin Pawnvoy. Get some Ronin Pawnvoys going with a row of trucks there, and we'll drop that on DOS when we come in. Oh, this will be fun. I haven't talked to DOS in ages. Doosels, as I used to call him. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Thank you for the bits, for the cheers, for the subs, for the support, and for listening to me rant about politics. It'll probably keep me from being a Twitch. It'll be fine. Now go raid DOS. Pawn out. Click the button.